Mic 1 2. Check mic 1 2. Check mic 1 2. Is this thing on? Shout out everybody who's popping up. It's a Saturday afternoon here. Episode 23, Irish Whips and Arm Drags podcast, coming live from North Miami, Florida, man. We out here, out in the South, out and about. Make sure y'all like the video. I went live on Facebook again because I'm testing out that Facebook algorithm. So if y'all are on Facebook and this pops up on your algorithm, leave a like, man. So I'll do it more often, you know. And shout out the people on YouTube, of course. Before we get into any topics, right now it's just a solo stream. I invited the homies. I think the homies are hanging out with their families, their kids, their wives, their girlfriends. Maybe they just got sick and tired of me. I don't know. Maybe I just like they don't want to be here when I don't have any big guests, you know. When I got Vince Russo and I got Too Tough Tony, you know, when I got all these cool people, they want to come chill. But when it's just me, you know what I mean? I'm just kidding. My boys don't do me like that, but I don't know why they're doing me like that. So it's just me right now. Let me play y'all a little message from our lawyer while I go get my coffee from Uber Eats.
Warning. The opinions expressed on this podcast do not reflect the beliefs of their peers, the guests, their boss, and YouTube.
All right. Y'all heard the message from my lawyer. Is this microphone working? How's my audio, boys? Y'all gotta tell me these things, bro. Microphone, Scarlet Solo. That's right. Okay, so I need to catch up on JCW lunacy. I got a gang of topics that Brendan sent me. Shout out Catman. He's our guy that, you know, he gets the screen grabs and the articles from it's usually Ringside News or whatever insider news source that he likes to use. That's usually where he gets his topics, and he'll share them to me, and, you know, I'll make backgrounds. But before we get to that, because I didn't make backgrounds because, you know, they're like time consuming, and I wasn't trying to do all that. Yo, what's up? What's up? Pretty classy lady OG. See, everybody ditched me. You know, it's because, like, they're only here when I got big guests. You know, when I got Too Tough Tony, Big Vito, when I got Vince Russo, everybody wants to be on my stream. You know, and then when I say, like, yo, I'm trying to do something to keep my algorithm alive, ain't nobody found.
Lunacy continues every Thursday night following JCW Lunacy. Join your host, Mac Davis and Jeff Lane live for the JCW Lunacy Post Show. Special surprises, exclusive news, killer interviews, and footage. So when the final bell rings and you still want more, we have the score. Blood on the canvas, jokes in the chat. We laugh, we gasp, we run.
All right, I got to skip this, bro. I'm sorry. I got to fast forward through this at least, you know?
And right back, face paint dripping, crowd still chanting. We go live while your heart's still panting. Backstage Lunacy, all access with Mac Davis and Jeff Lane. Live Thursday nights following JCW Lunacy. Exclusively on Vince Russo's The Brand on YouTube.
I know you're here, motherfucker. Caleb, turn around.
All right.
Yeah, camera. You, EJ.
Oh, no, he's got his hands on Russo.
7 days ago, you've already beat Kerry. And as far as the Carters are concerned, the Morgan Nepo card doesn't work over here. So if you want to get a shot, and my cousin Ethan again, Kerry?
Right. So there's EC3, cousin of Jeeves, right? Yo, pretty classy lady. If you want a link, I will deadass drop a link in the chat right now. Like, I'll just drop it in the chat, and if anybody wants to jump in here, y'all can jump in here. You know, since apparently everybody's too cool to do my podcast now. Everybody's got lives or something. They want to pursue their education, you know, or they want to, you know, improve their lives or something gay like that, you know.
You're gonna have to go through me. Let me get this straight. Real quick. You want Gary Morton to step in the ring with Jeeves.
Oh, ran right into that clothesline. Took Jeeves' head off.
In order to get to this man behind you, huh? That's what you're saying right now? That's a goodbye.
And that's all it takes for Gary Morton to be victorious. These guys squaring up in the center of the ring here.
Jeeves! I run this family. You work for me. You show up when you're supposed to. The hell with the prostitutes. The hell with the broads. And you listen to him. Gabish. I'm thinking we're going to call out the JCW tactics, all right? We're going to go out there, we're going to win the gold. Give me Russo fun and love it.
Tony in a bad way. Oh, you got Willie down. Nails it.
Oh.
Very much what's it down. Willie down with the frog splash. He bounced right off. There's no way out.
Still your tag team from behind. Tony got laid out from behind. Never saw it coming. And Willie Knockers got real face first. You didn't win those titles. What is this, Vince? This Chopper City shit. They're harmless, Joe. They're harmless. You see what just happened? Why are you always so angry, man?
Oh, no. Old school styles. And we'll cut them into little pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Shane Mercer, come out to this ring.
Oh, Shane Mercer.
Come out wherever you
the
are.
Mercenary.
Maybe I took you for granted. I am going to increase your salary 50%. You two guys work for me.
Cross and Russo, admit it together.
50%.
That's a lot of money. And Mercer,
shout out everybody who's tuning in,
you
y'all.
One night, you get to be the second best wrestler in the damn world.
Oh, big drop here.
Yo, shout out everybody tuning in. It's a solo podcast right now. I did drop the link. If anybody wants to jump in here and talk some wrestling with me, you're more than welcome to, you know. I'm not monetized, so like it's not like I can't, you know, like censor anybody, so y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want as long as it ain't super offensive, I guess. We're just catching up on lunacy, and then we're gonna talk about some shite. I swear I made the title way more clickbait, but I made the title way more clickbait, but on my phone it just says IWAD episode 23, and that's fine. Like whatever, I'll make it super clickbait, you know, at the end of this. You know, like, oh my god, you won't believe what Vince Russo said on JCW or some shit. You know?
So much more going down. I understand right now. Our cameras are tracking Too Tough Tony.
All right, are we still yapping?
Cameras are tracking Chopper City as they continue to hold on. That's running back. That's Too Tough Tony.
Oh.
The right goal.
Oh.
AEW Tag Team Champions.
Oh.
And we thought these four were going to beat
Oh,
the ring.
Too Tough Tony and
Apparently,
Willie Mack
This brawl has already started in the parking lot.
taking it to two members of.
streets of Albuquerque. The tag champs.
Oh no way! This was filmed in Albuquerque. If you don't know, I lived in Albuquerque. I actually grew up in New Mexico. Like, I don't like claiming it because it's such a shithole, and I don't care. I still have friends and family who live in New Mexico, and I still tell them it's a fucking shithole. So I don't care how y'all feel. You know, there's always like, you know, there's like the rich people in New Mexico are like, no, it's fucking great. Like, yeah, it's because you're rich. That's why it's great. You know. Like, there ain't shit to do there. Like, at least when you're poor, like in Miami or LA, you know, you can still fucking have shit to do, you know. Anyway.
Chopper City, no quarter tonight.
Oh, shit. Well, we know Willie Mack and Too Tough Tony are never
This was
shy
in
about getting into a
Albuquerque,
fight.
okay?
Their property stolen, and now that's Bruce Wayans with Tony's hat. He's going to pay for that as well.
Yeah, the massive hands of Too Tough Tony. Chopper City finally
Tony,
messed
friend of
with
the
the
show.
wrong team.
I remember, Mark, this is Chopper City's MO since they first came in the door here at JCW.
Damn.
They've been doing things their own way. They've been making noise. They've been sneak attacking. They've been doing whatever to get attention, to get a buzz.
I wish we could just watch WWE like this, you know, but WWE, they're so greedy. Like, even before TKO, like, copyright's always been a problem. And like, I think we were all talking about WWE and TKO. They were deleting people's like videos of them reacting. And I'm not personally a fan of like reaction content. Like, that's not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? I loved it when I was like younger, and I think I just kind of grew out of it because I grew up with like the React boys or the React guys or whatever. Like, I grew up on the internet, so like React content is. I feel like that's like so lazy, and it's like lazy, but it's also like easy to monetize and easy to get views. So as much as it's like slop content, reaction content, because it doesn't take much effort. And even James Romero was saying this. And thank you, pretty classy lady, for agreeing with me. Like, I'm not trying to be a hater, because literally what I do half the time is reaction, but I try to transform it. Talk like I don't just try to go, oh my god, wow, he did an Irish whip, or he's doing an arm drag. Like, I don't know. I do commentary, but I try to add value to it. I try to be entertaining. Like, and I think a lot of reaction content is just like, whoa, wow, ooh, wow. Just trying to get the right clickbait face. Like, oh my God. So a lot of that shit, like I didn't at first, initially, I wasn't as sympathetic towards those creators that did that shit. At first, I was kind of like, yeah, fuck them, man. I don't really like that content. But then I'm like, you know what? Everybody has a right to make what they want to make. And I think Hobo said this, and I think some other people said this. Like, it might not be your cup of tea, but it's someone's cup of tea. And unfortunately, like a lot of people can't react to what they want to react to now. And there might be some loopholes around it. Like if you just put a big watermark image like at WWE or like copyrights at TKO, there might be some loopholes like that. But a lot of it's just like the extra effort that a lot of people aren't going to do. A lot of people aren't going to crop the image out of the footage and react to it. Like, like we do watch parties. So I'm literally guilty of doing reactions, but I never like showed footage and like we didn't show audio. But overall it is like an easy content solution. Like if you have no fucking idea how to make content, then make a reaction video. You know what I mean? Like that's just like bread and butter, easy fucking PB&J sandwich. You know what I mean? Anyway, y'all should react to JCW though. If y'all can't react to WWE and AEW, react to JCW. I believe they even might put you on their show. I'm not really trying to get on their show, but I guess we'll see. You know what I mean? But here we go.
To make a statement, but
only one
those actions may have just caught up with them in very violent fashion.
The chocolate juggalo with the street sign.
The chocolate
He's
juggalo.
looking for any plunder he can find. Anything that isn't nailed down. He's got weigh-ins. Oh, hard onto that dolly. Now Too Tough Tony's got hold of a Tiba.
Now these two pillars of JCW fighting for what they earn.
All right.
And it may be time.
Yo, we
to take
welcome
out
in
trash.
Hey,
Cheyenne.
Hey,
How you been?
I'm good. I was in the urgent care a few days ago, so I'm recovering. But other than that, I'm here.
Oh shit! I'm sorry to hear that. Why were you in the hospital?
I don't know. I'm trying to get stuff figured out, but I'm decent so far today.
I hate to hear that, man. I know we barely know each other, but we have mutual friends, and I don't want you to be going through anything. I just had tongue surgery because I'm getting braces. Yeah, it's not like an emergency. I need braces. So they're like, you need to get your tongue tied because I have tongue ties. So they snipped like the flesh that ties your tongue or something.
Wow,
I didn't have it as a kid. It like developed over time, and then I needed braces. But anyway, welcoming in Y2CD, aka what's his real name? I always forget.
Chris.
Oh yeah, Chris. That's funny. That's funny. That's my dad's name, and that's actually my first name. But everybody calls me Tommy because my full name's Christopher Thomas, and my dad's always been Christopher. So I was Tommy because my grandpa was Thomas. So I had both their names. So I was just, everybody called me Tommy.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. How you been, brother?
Good. How about you?
Good, man. I was just trolling earlier. I was like, oh, nobody wants to be here when I don't have any big guests, eh? That was just a troll. But I'm glad you guys could make it here now, man. I appreciate y'all being here.
Yeah. I mean, that's good.
Hey, shout out Wendy. Good evening, Tommy, Cola, and Chris. But I know this is like kind of impromptu topic, but I was just talking about WWE banning reaction content, and I want to get y'all take, and then maybe I can play devil's advocate, and then like, you know, because literally we do it all the time, but I think where I was coming from when I was like, yeah, fuck them people that got banned, you know, because I was like, it's kind of lazy to make reaction content, but it's also a quick peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like anyone could do it, and it's entertaining and it tastes good, but it's not like, it doesn't take a lot of effort. Like any day one streamer can make reaction content, you know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
I do kind of hate that for like content's sake and just like, you know, everybody getting a chance to make it on YouTube's sake. I hate that WWE's banning reaction content, but I also am not going to miss it that much because for me, I grew out of reaction content. When I was a kid, I loved reaction content, but now it's like I'd rather watch a podcast where like they deep dive like a Stevie Richards or James Romero, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I've never really liked reaction content. And for wrestling, it's always so like generic and over the top. Just somebody making, like you were talking about, the crazy reaction faces.
Yeah, they're trying to get clickbait.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I didn't. Well, interestingly, the only person I recently saw that was doing WWE reactions was Zilla Fatu. So I wonder, are they gonna ban his channel?
Well, Zilla,
Right.
he did watch parties. Like, see that I feel like there's like subcategories of reaction content. There's like lazy reaction content, and there's people who are actually educating and transforming the content. You know what I mean? Like what we
Yeah,
do.
that's
Like
true.
even when we're shitting on it, it's still original. You know, it's not just like, oh wow, did you see that fucking suplex? Wow, and you're just a propagandist for WWE. You know?
And I would probably deep dive even further that like with the two types of content though, there's like two different ones. There's two anyways, there's like two different types of content though, like on that side though. Like there's ones that are like reactionary though, that does that but also tries to problem solve. And then there's the other side of the coin, which people just and then there's the other side of the coin though, like of people like shitting on it just for the sake of shitting on it though, like the
Right.
whole like black pill stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I love what's his name, Bobby Monsoon, and his whole channel. I don't know if you guys know who Bobby Monsoon is, but he's famous for like shitting on every fucking episode, and he does numbers, you know. And he's famous for saying Paul Levesque, like he calls out Triple H all the time. He's got like T-shirts and shit. He blew up. Like I fucking I found him when he was just starting, and now he's like fucking huge. But anyway, that's besides the point. Shout out Bobby Monsoon. Like I said,
Yeah.
it might not be your cup of tea, but it's someone else's cup of tea where they're like, oh, I fucking love when someone's just reacting to bullshit, you know, wrestling. Like, because we do it too. Like, we're guilty
Yeah.
of reacting to the botches, to whatever. But at the same time, I feel like we put more effort into it. Like, it's not just clickbait, and it's not just because, oh, it's the trendy thing to do. Like, no, we're actually talking about what happened before and after and why it matters, you know?
Yeah, and of course though we try to problem solve it rather than just shitting on it for the sake of of shitting on it though, like per se, like with people like guys like the Hater, for example, though, like who just shits on it just for the sake of shitting on it.
And I'm like, you know, we're gonna be hypocrites now and react to some JCW.
I haven't
it's-
seen any JCW in a while. so
Yeah,
this-
it just started, so y'all didn't miss anything. Apparently, they're in Albuquerque, where I used to live, and I was kind of shitting on them too. Just because I lived in Albuquerque, bro, and unless you're like really rich, you can't really do anything. Like, and I didn't really have friends, to be honest. Like, I've made more friends in the bigger city. I think it's just easier to like make friends in a big city. Because like small town, it's like everybody's kind of closed off, you know. Anyway, they're in buttfuck New Mexico. I mean Albuquerque, New Mexico. Let's check it out.
Oh, a brutal crash.
Chopper City, a head-on collision. And maybe you don't miss with two of the toughest dudes of the JCW.
I've never seen these guys in the basketball uniforms.
They are the undisputed JCW.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mute the audio so we can talk, yo.
Sure.
Yeah, like I said, shout out to Tough Tony, friend of the show. It'd be a blessing to get Willie Mack on here one time.
Yeah, for sure.
The Chocolate Juggalo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, we need commentary here. Hold on. This is Violent J, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever tried the Juggalo strain of weed?
No, never.
No, you know Chris hasn't tried that.
Oh, well, apparently I tried it at Juggalo Weekend and I had no idea I was smoking Juggalo weed. I was like with my boy and he had the pack because I guess his name is Wacko. Wacko does their weed and he knows Wacko personally. So like maybe one day we'll get a fucking weed sponsorship from Wacko, dude. Like,
yeah,
because that shit's, there's a lot of money in like fucking weed, bro.
Yeah, for sure though. For sure. All right, brother. All right, bye.
Violent J, have you heard the good news?
What good news?
Vince has a very, very important meeting. But don't worry, he's left me here to be your assistant.
What?
Yeah.
What important meeting is Vince at? Why ain't he here?
Look, he told me to tell you not to worry about it, but it's a very big deal. But I got your back 100%.
This sounds good and all, Caleb. But if I smell a rat, I'm coming to take out that rat.
Listen, you don't have to worry about anything. Me and Vince talked. He said if I did anything to go out of business for myself, it'd be severe consequences. So tonight, I'm going to be by your side. And it's going to be a glorious day. Promise you.
Violent J, boss man. I know I'm 0-2, man. You gotta give me a chance.
Fucking
I got
guy.
this. I'm the hero that JCW needs.
Brother, what is happening?
The bees, the air out here, brother. I don't know, man. It ain't easy being green.
We ran promo after promo after promo after promo after promo after promo, hyping you up, and you lose in 2 minutes.
Tough game, this JCW. Caught me off guard, you know. I swear to God, you give me another match as long as there's no bees. I got it.
All right, tonight, you don't got bees, but you got pizza. You're taking on Luigi Primo. And if you lose that match, you might as well become a pizza man.
It's going to be pizza with pesto, baby. Getting with that green. You won't regret this.
All right, so what do y'all think about Violent J and the Green Luchador?
It's a pretty good segment.
So if y'all don't know, they've been hyping up this Green Luchador for like 2 months, like the past maybe 3 months, maybe longer. They've been hyping him up. Cheyenne, we'll be right back. But the other guy, Caleb, what's his name? Caleb Conley. Yeah, that guy, wasn't he in TNA? And he's actually like a good independent wrestler, like outside of JCW.
I think so, though. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of like elementary to the indies and just kind of, professional wrestling in general, just because of my age. But like now that I'm, doing some research, I believe Caleb Conley was in TNA. I believe they even mentioned that in JCW, and so Violent J, he's back in power. He's 50% owner. Now he's making booking decisions again. He's on TV again, or he's on the screen again. I'm just trying not to be a hypocrite because, we said we would talk about it. So I'm like, what else can I add? He wears face paint. He raps. Okay. you know, obviously. Oh yeah, this is Wacko right here. That's Wacko.
Nice.
How you hate the shit I do?
Hey, Gathering of the Juggalos.
Yep.
Dude, that looks so fun, dude. Where is this, bro? We gotta go, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go,
Definitely
bro.
fun.
We gotta kidnap
Yep.
Brendan. We gotta go, bro.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna fast forward this little ad here. Okay. August 19th through 22nd. Dang, that's cool.
Yeah.
Missouri? Dang, it's like in the middle of the country, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a parody of Toto's Africa.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
More JCW lunacy action is on the way, but right now, my guess at this time is Danny Moen. Danny, I got to be honest with you. At Stranglemania, I couldn't figure out what the hell you were up to. You didn't tag in your partner, and it looked to me like you were all about that belt for you.
It's always been about that belt. It's always about the title. I need that title. It's not just an accessory. It's a necessity for me. You just wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand it.
Try us.
No, nobody would understand. No, no.
That's Danny Moe.
More action coming up.
Are you guys ready for some JCW lunacy?
That's Kid Cadet, the women
The opening
announcer.
contest is scheduled for one
Nice.
fall. Introducing first.
Green
He is
fans.
our Juggalo hero. He's here to save you from Juggalo Island. It's Green Phantom.
Already been a wild night. Tag
Yeah.
team brawl outside the building.
You think Violent J created most of the characters, right?
Wow.
You
Yeah.
think because I know he created like the Outbreak and like a couple other wrestlers gimmicks. Do you think this was an original gimmick by Violent J?
Think so.
It's kind of like El Grande Americano, but it's like Juggalo. El
Yeah.
Grande Juggalo. How do you say Juggalo in Spanish?
Let me see. Juggalo. Juggalo. I'm not quite sure.
Jugalo.
Jugalo. Yeah. Jugalo.
Some shit.
Michaela Conley, the assistant to Violent J tonight, as per Vince Russo, who couldn't be here.
His opponent.
I make it the best pizza. I make it the best wrestling.
Here's the test. There's certainly
Weighing in at 170 pounds from the old country, the best pizza chef, Luigi.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Luigi not getting the chance to make it to pizza.
Who the
or
fuck is
show his
this?
wrestling abilities in this match. Who's that guy?
Well, we know it's Mosh Pit like. I don't know what he's calling himself.
Did you really think you could show up in the 505 and not face me? Did you forget that I am your arch nemesis? I am the super villain, the man of 1,000 gimmicks, Professor Mike. We've battled each other across every multiverse. Half of this blood is yours. But tonight, since we are in my hometown, I don't want to fight you. Brother, I want to be friends.
Friends. Well, what does this mean for our scheduled match?
Bruh.
Well, Luigi Primo appears to be on the floor outside the ring, still spinning pizza dough. So I think that what we have here,
it's kind of a muscle reflex thing.
Oh, Mike goes low.
And
Whoa,
Super,
whoa.
he's gonna, no, don't tell me, rolls him up.
This is the very last chance for the Green Phantom to redeem himself after months of promotional videos declaring the supremacy that he could have over JCW. It's a scoop slam by Mosh.
Yeah, Mark, I've heard of box office flops. I've heard of those cracking under pressure, but this Green Phantom may go down to be the most underwhelming debut in wrestling history if he doesn't pull it out at the top of the ninth tonight.
A big boot sends the super villain down, and Green Phantom just stomping a hole.
Mark, I didn't know about these two battling across various multiverses, but I do know they fought last week. Mike got the best of
This
it.
was interesting.
And apparently back for more.
Yeah.
Green Phantom on a 3 strikes you're out policy.
Mike being placed there up on the top turnbuckle. What is the Phantom thinking? This is the most offense we've seen Phantom get, but Mike gets out.
Went for the Phantasm, but he got countered. And Professor Mike, not necessarily named that instills fear in your heart, but that point of the elbow will do its damage.
Mike, once again, on the second rope there, but gets caught by the Phantom.
Now Phantom says he's a superhero for all, and maybe if Phantom has his way, we'll never get to meet all 1,000 of Mike's gimmicks.
What do you think it is that Danny Moe is talking about in her interview here with Mac? And, no, wait a minute. Keep your eyes on Mosh. Oh!
Looking for the Phantasm. That'll do it, though.
Oh, he almost saved himself. Did the Green Phantom, securing his spot here on Lunacy.
And wait, Luigi's back up.
Hey, yo,
Luigi, the scheduled opponent of the Phantom, twirling that dough this entire match. Oh, wait a minute. Revenge for Mike.
Oh! Pizza goes into the Phantom's face. What a miscue!
Phantom lost.
Here is your winner, Professor Mike.
Well, Professor Mike always bringing.
You think that's a rubber fake dough?
Yeah, most likely it is. Though they wouldn't get like real dough though, like in the arena.
I mean, he's really good at that though. That takes some wrist strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy blew up on Instagram. Luigi Primo, he got like 200,000 followers now.
His best game here to the 505 show, but this look, Green Phantom disconsolate in the ring.
Mike,
All right.
Get in on the center, Luigi Primo. And Green Phantom, you're over, pal. You're done. You're out of here. Mark, sorry, look at it. JCW, I just want to show you. If you don't win, you'll get around.
The fuck is that I smell? Oh my God, here we go again. What in the Grateful Dead, Jerry Garcia hippie bullshit is this? I can't turn my back for a friggin' second. Where
Oh my
are
god.
you getting this? Who the fuck
They're fucking smoking weed, bro. This is awesome.
is supplying you with this? Stop losing my mind. What is going on?
JCW presents Lunacy Live the Assault, featuring Pilot Jack, Mick Lucha, Phil Kane, the Rosa Mudsucker, Big Al, Harry Horton, Taylor Connolly, Big Vito, and all the stars of WWE Championship Wrestling. Days and times, May 21st, door, 6:30 p.m. Start 8 p.m. Location, King of Club, 6252 West Boulevard, Columbus, Ohio. Pricing.
Jesus, that's a lot of explosions.
Yeah.
Person, it's going down.
In the beginning, one show revolutionized and reshaped the internet forever. And now,
this is your main doodoo stain, Shaggy 2 Dope.
I'm your main doo-doo stain, Shaggy 2 Dope. Welcome to the Shaggy Show. He's charged with getting beat with the ugly stick. You make this noise, and the cat will come.
Oh my God, he's right here!
I told you it fucking works. We just get banned for something?
Yeah.
The dick pic. It's gotta be. That better shoot a fucking cat out of my fingers.
Wow.
No.
Shout out the Shaggy Show.
He believes in the same kinds of things his father believes in. He's straightforward and
It's like this. Those who know me, I was a kid beside. Those who don't, take a small second to get to know me.
Let's talk about roll call.
Bro, they've been doing those vignettes for that dude.
Mm-hmm.
And like the first match I saw him and he just cheated. And I was like, wow. Oh,
Wow.
we just hyped up this dude for this long and all he did was cheat. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Mm-hmm.
This is J Rod.
Tonight against Big Al and Danny Mo.
I need you to back up and know this. You are not going to be special guest referee for Danny Mo and Big Al tonight. Why would I do that? So you can obliterate both of them? It's not going to happen. Sorry. Hate to be you. See ya.
I thought you needed ratings. I thought you were the promoter.
I do, and you're right. But not that way.
Silent J.
What the? I'm fucking. I'll get in here.
Listen, welcome back to Lunacy. But hey, listen. A lot has happened since you've been gone. Oh, Barnabas the Bizarre, my entire world is falling apart. Look at them. Look at them, Jay. I'm losing control.
Listen,
They all
Barnabas. This is pathetic. He's got your addicts. Look at him.
I know it. Listen, I need your help. They say the carnival provides. The carnival provides, and I need your help. I need you to make a match. Everything I've tried kindness, I've tried meditation, I've tried Tai Chi. Nothing works on them. What I need is, I need sense beat into them. I need something to happen where this disease is pounded out of them. I need you to book a match here tonight on Lunacy.
Against who?
Against Future Endeavors, because that's the only team I know that can get the job done.
Listen,
Please.
I'm sorry you're going through this, but I don't have anything to do with Matt fucking Cross. That's not my business. I'm sorry, Barnabas.
I can't fucking believe this.
I'm sorry.
We love you, and you're gonna leave me with jack shit. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do now? Come on!
Wait a minute. Get the fuck out of my bus.
You know we love the love. Bring it, don't sing it.
Juggalos and juggalettes! Whoop, whoop. Please welcome my guest at this time. He is the manservant, Jeeves.
Well, Jeeves coming off one of the most noteworthy matches of his career a week ago with Kerry Morton. And it all centers around the tension between Kerry and Jeeves' cousin, EC3, Ethan Carter III. Mac Davis going to get to the bottom of this disruption.
Albuquerque. How are y'all doing? Now, folks, I'm going to do the little thing I do real quick, if that's okay by you. Thank you, sir. You don't have to answer. You can just nod it. Ladies and gentlemen, lows and lets, if you all could be so kind and make some fucking noise!
Mac Davis remaining cool and collected.
I am, of course, the Phoenix Risen, the Alfred, to Mi Familia's Batman, the fashionable man, the designer man, the hatchet man servant, Jeeves.
Just letting Jeeves do his thing as Mac Davis here, just showboating.
Thank you. And folks, at this time, because I can, I'm going to make this even better interview, Mac, and I'm going to bring out my cousin. So, folks, if you all would be so kind and get ready, because he is a true 1%er of the wrestling game. I call him Cousin Ethan, but y'all can call him EC3!
Well, what I call him, Mark Roberts, is the disruptor, because we've seen EC3 go rogue a number of times to benefit himself, whether that target was Vince Russo, Kerry Morton, or even Caleb Conley. Many say EC3 is the reason.
We were talking about, like, how John Cena, he only has 5 moves, but he's one of the most famous wrestlers in the world. EC3, he's one of those guys that can do every fucking move, but he's, like, not that famous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's kind of like a give and take. Like, a lot of guys aren't gifted to have everything. Like, some people are just blessed by God with athleticism and genetics, and they can get over really quickly, right? And then there's some people who only have a couple moves, or if you're just a ragdoll like Mick Foley, like, that'll get you over. Like, I fucking love how anyone can do wrestling, and it doesn't matter. Like, it's not like soccer. Like, you score more points, you become captain, right? And I think that's what Chelsea Green said, actually. I'm actually ripping Chelsea Green's quote. But, yeah, it's like, it's not like soccer. If you score more points, you're not going to be team captain. It doesn't matter if you're the best athlete. And I love what Jeeves is doing here. He's putting himself over. I don't know if he's really cousins with EC3, or if that's just like kayfabe.
You say.
That'd have to be a question for Brendan. I know Brendan knows all about this.
Yeah, for sure.
But we could stop here, though. And let me remove this. And we got a message from Dave Meltzer here.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you, Dave Meltzer.
Yeah.
Shut up, bitch!
Okay. That was a little aggressive. Damn it,
Yeah,
Rock.
really.
Let me check my emails, get these topics from Brendan. Yes. The John Cena Classic. What do you think about this, bro? Give me your honest, authentic feelings.
Yeah, I would say it's like another pointless tournament, though, if I'm being honest, though. Like, it's the stick with Triple H, though, that he always loves tournaments, though, pointless ones at that.
Yeah, man, there's no story. There's no, like, rivalries in this. Like, it's just out of the blue tournament. Like, this is some action. Like, this isn't NCAA collegiate wrestling where you could just have a tournament and the best wrestler wins. Like, it's weird because he said, like, oh, the fans are going to choose who wins. Like, basically, like, just reminding everybody, hey, this shit's fake anyway, so just vote for your favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's weird. Is it going to be like an all-star weekend, kind of like an NBA tournament? Are we going to get all the fucking, like, previous world champions. Like, I don't know how you make it interesting, because
Yeah.
you don't want to bury previous world champions, you know, and you also don't want to. You don't want to make them look invincible, because everybody's got to get their ass kicked every now and then. Unless you're like doing my career in WWE, then you're a video game character. You never lose. But in real life, it only makes sense that somebody loses every now and then.
Yeah.
Like, and they said there's going to be a new title belt.
Yeah, that's not good.
Like, it'll just be a prop at that point. Like, what does that really mean? You know, because it's not a world title. It's not really a mid-card title. It's just kind of a trophy.
Yeah.
Let's see what the comment section saying. It doesn't sound good at all. Hard pass. So it should be called the Participation Trophy Championship. Pretty much. Yeah, they made John Cena into a car salesman. It's hard. It's hard to like get behind this, because you know, we'll see how it goes. Like, I want to be proven wrong. Like, every time we criticize something, we want to be proven wrong. We want them to make something that's memorable and unpredictable, you know. But then it's like John Cena works a lot for a retired person, man. That guy needs to just fucking go away for a minute.
Yeah.
What else we got? Getting hella pop-up ads from this news article here. Maybe if I turn on my VPN. Let's turn that shit on. Former producer says TKO's involvement in WWE decisions could be the downfall of the wrestling business.
Yeah.
Let's see. On May 2nd, 2026, it was reported that the New Day mutually agreed to part ways with WWE while speaking on the Dukes Loves Wrestling. Former WWE producer Devon Dudley addressed the 2026 WWE departures. What I'm gathering from the information that I'm getting, I don't know if it was WWE. I think that it was TKO decision, and I hate that. You know, TKO is getting the blame for pretty much everything, whether it's ticket prices or the releases. But you know, they're corporate, and I've always said corporate will never work in the wrestling business. It'll be the downfall of the wrestling business. We talked about this with Paladin, right? And we all agreed, like, going corporate was one of the biggest mistakes they've made. Like, they should have stayed independent, but now they're publicly owned by stockholders. And, you know, I'm not saying that was a horrible business decision, but now you have people who are just in it for the money and don't care about wrestling. You know, they're not Ted Turner who fights for pro wrestling to be on television. Like, these people are literally pocketing 50 million plus, you know, while they're telling their talent to take pay cuts. Like, it's totally fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this was the Humongous 7 days ago. He replied to this saying, "You can acknowledge there's a difference between corporate in terms of VKM, a lifelong wrestling guy running things in corporate in terms of a bunch of guys who were just executives and agents in television and entertainment. Yes, that's how Devon's words read to me. Wrestling guys versus business guys, which is exactly what killed WCW. This isn't to say I agree with him, just pointing out that he's using corporate to mean guys who don't have any experience in the wrestling business, trying to apply standardized business practice to an industry that has never been a normal business. Well said. That's like the best comment there, because like we were saying, these guys don't really like wrestling. They like money that comes from wrestling.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest difference between them and Vince McMahon. And for all Vince McMahon's wrongdoings, he did love wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, before the money, that's what made him money. You know, and he didn't take advantage of the people giving him money. You know, he kept ticket prices fair. You saw families in the front row. Nowadays, you just see the same millionaires in the front row. You see football players. Like, it's not really like NBA courtside. Like in the NBA, every celebrity and millionaire is in front row, and they do that in boxing too. And I kind of hate that that's what WWE became, because they just want to be in. They want to be mainstream, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why the crowds aren't as fun either. The crowds are full of corporate guys who just want to, you know, have something to post on Instagram, and they're like, oh, I did this. You know, they did it for the clout, you know.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Oh yeah, AJ Styles calls out negative WWE fans who complain about everything. This is where I left Paladin stream last night. Because my boy was performing at a club. But what did you say about this? Because I didn't hear what you had to say about this.
Yeah, I think what I said about this, like with AJ, I think he's like being on mark though, because like he's saying though, basically saying though, like with WWE though, like what the criticisms though, you know, like we do have like a right to criticize the product though, like regardless.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I think the last thing I said was like it's subjective. Like your cup of tea isn't someone else's cup of tea. You know, everybody can kind of like familiar characters. Like we all love a big, muscly brute of a man. Those guys get over very easily, you know. But there are some people who like the Rey Mysterios, and there are some people who like the light heavyweights, you know, or the featherweights. There's people who love women's wrestling and people who hate women's wrestling, you know, like let's just call it how it is. Like a lot of people prefer the bra and panties match era, and they don't, you know, and for me, it's like I actually like that the women's division is important. It makes stories more interesting, and there's a lot of talent in the women's division. But I can understand it's not everyone's cup of tea, and it's subjective. Like. And to call people negative just because they disagree with you, it is a double negative. You know what I mean? Like, we got a comment here. What up, Johnny boy? John gets gaming. John gets gaming. More, I like it. Yeah, John said he'll only be here when I have the big guests. You know, John said, Tommy, I'm too busy. I'm too, you know, I'm friends with Ryan Kennel. I got to keep up the algorithm and the appearances. I said, all right, bro. All right, bro. I get it, bro. But yeah, I think it's very much like AJ's a veteran. And if anyone's going to say anything, he has the right to speak his mind. Doesn't mean I'm going to agree with him, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's like salty because he didn't get that farewell tour. He didn't get the, you know, I feel like he's coming back at the Royal Rumble or some shit, bro. I don't think he's done.
Yeah, don't think so.
Bro, I didn't even come on for Russo. Well, yeah, that's true. That was more of a timing thing, and I understand it's always a timing thing. I'm just trolling, lolling. So yeah, let's get AJ's glorious hair out of this. All right, where are we at? Downfall strategies. Okay. Your high ass just doesn't remember the Raw watch alongs. Yeah, the Raw watch alongs. Shout out Monkey. We do them on Mondays. Of course I remember them. Of course I remember. Those are the highlights of my life, bro. You kidding me? Okay, so WWE contract strategy facing backlash as talent confidence drops. A new report from Fightful Select reveals growing concern among agents and wrestlers about what contracts actually mean under the current system. After seeing deals reworked and cuts happen quickly, confidence in long-term security is starting to fade. This round of cuts and pay cuts will likely cause heavy changes in how talent negotiate contracts with TKO and WWE moving forward. Yeah, that's obvious. There is very little confidence that the life-changing big money deals that a lot of wrestlers sign will see through the life of the deals. New Day, Santos Escobar, and others have just signed new deals. Now with WWE cutting them in their pay, it's effectively reduces their leverage. It wasn't even smart from a competitive standpoint because you would think that WWE would want AEW to have to spend money for talent. The timeline for WWE's recent contract changes might be even more shocking than the cuts themselves. According to Fightful Select, talent weren't given much time to decide whether they want to stay or walk. When WWE approached wrestlers about taking less money, the pressure was immediate in the deadline. The day of the mass releases, WWE approached numerous talent and asked them to take pay cuts in order to remain with the company. Several of them that we heard about were given 2 days to make that decision. New Day pretty quickly made the decision that they would rather leave the company. Despite the pay cut offered, the duo still left millions of dollars on the table over the next 4 years. I gotta watch Nitro this Monday, so that's where the big boys play. Hell yeah, dude. Love watching old content from WWE. A lot better than their new shit. And what'd you think about the New Day getting cut, man? Or like what these contracts? I believe we talked about this as well, but maybe you could just give me a little recap what you think about these contracts facing backlash and the future strategies going forward.
I think though, like with the contracts though, like it's kind of a little bit more like with the cuts though, like it's kind of obviously that they're trying to cut like people that are older though, so yeah.
And that's not smart because you need your old guys. Every team needs a veteran, you know. Every locker room needs that old guy who's been there doing it for 10 plus years. You know, that experience, you can't pay that. You can't buy that. You know, these lifelong wrestlers in WWE like Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, these guys have been there for 10 plus years now. You know, their experience is invaluable. You can't put a price tag on that. These guys could mentor the next generations, like the Carmelo Hayeses, the Ilya Dragunovs, the Javon Evans, the Austin Theories, you know, even the Logan Pauls. Like these guys, they maybe have 5 years under their belt, but they're still learning so much, and you need people in the back to, sometimes you just need a reminder. It's not that they aren't capable of coaching themselves or they don't have enough help, but sometimes you just need someone who's laced up the boots, who's been in the ring. And I'm just talking as a fan. I've never been in the ring, but that experience is way more helpful than say, I don't know, some writer or producer they're facing Backlash, but we just had Backlash. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, we'll take a break from the topics. I'll get back to them because I know we're going to cover them again once Brendan's here. But I do have some wrestling related stuff here. Let me find it. It's probably... Okay, so I know you're a big fan of Paul Heyman. Would you say that's accurate, Chris?
I wouldn't say for sure though, but I would say back then he's good. He was good back then though.
What do you think of his new stuff? His vision?
His vision. Oh, you're talking about the stable that he's running?
Yeah, that's his most recent project, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's kind of a little bit all over the place, though. Like, it was kind of a mistake having Seth Rollins as their leader.
I think it was a mistake because it lasted like a couple months. They didn't give it time to take it seriously. And also Rollins probably isn't that stable leader, because we've already seen him in the Shield. He was just kind of, he did turn heel, and that pushed him to like become a world champion. But I think putting him in another faction, it just doesn't work, and especially because the Bloodline already took up 2-3 years of TV and faction material. Like, there's only so much material you can do in a faction, right? Like, you can do infighting, you can do backstage, all this, these promos and vignettes. Like, they're having dinner, they're having meetings in the locker room, all that. But then it's like, you get faction fatigue. It's like we get how many factions now? We got the Vision. There was the Bloodline. There was the Wyatt Six. There was the Secret Service. There was the Judgment Day. And it's like, I don't know. You can have a lot of teams. You can have a nice, thick, juicy roster of tag team division.
Yeah.
But I think, you can't really flesh out a lot of these stories when it comes to like betrayal and, friendship, like I don't know. Anyway, so I brought up Paul Heyman because he has a new endeavor. Did you know Paul Heyman's a YouTuber now?
Oh, I didn't know.
Bro, he's doing ASMR now, bro.
Oh, really?
Ladies.
Oh, I see what you mean.
My name is Paul Heyman. And I can't believe all of you voted for Conquest ASMR. You had the opportunity to have me, the greatest advocate in wrestling history, in an ASMR video, and you chose Conquest.
Shout out this guy, Terrar Egdeguela. I don't know if I'm saying that right. He's got 300,000 subs, man.
Yeah.
What a creep. Hey, we don't know he's a creep. He's a cosplayer. If you're rich from some celeb job, you should be banned from content creation. Well, but he's really good at ASMR, John. You want to ban Paul Heyman? Look at this, bro. This is revolutionary.
Who I might say could potentially be one of the greatest wrestling superstars the world has ever seen if he would just join the WWE. I could see him on Raw, dominating with his flying.
Hey, I give him an A for effort, you know. He got his suit, you know, he's got the hairline. Yeah, it's really him, guys. It's totally him. It's uncanny. All right. Get that shit out of here. Let's see now. Do you watch Maven Huffman?
I think not really though, but I've seen his content before though, like when TWRP though, like when they use it for the news though. But the takes that he's been having, they're pretty good for the most part.
Yeah, I mean that guy's close to 1 million subs now. He's killing it on YouTube. Anyway, I bring it up because I do want to react to a little bit of this video. Apparently, this is the cheapest wrestler in the world. So let's check it out. Shout out Maven Huffman. We'll drop his link here in the chat. That's the video if y'all want to check it out. We're just gonna watch a couple minutes.
We live in the city. They worked hard. My parents.
All right, shit. This is really fast.
Thank you both of my parents. I don't know why I'm looking up. They're both still alive. They're both with me, just not here physically. Living life in that way, you become very frugal. In some ways, people don't realize that. Like they might look at me and say, "Hey, why are you saving money here? Why don't you spend money there? Why don't you have nicer clothes? Why are you wearing socks with holes in it?" Right. That's just how I grew up. And it's not something that my parents wanted for me, but it's something that I realized in order to survive, we had to make sacrifices. So my buddies started noticing I would do things like save my water bottles. To me, not that big of a deal. You have a plastic water bottle, you refill it. I think where they started to get a little concerned is when they opened my fridge and I had this collection of water bottles that looked like raisins because they had been used so often. So this eventually led to my friends saying, "Hey, you have to try out for TLC's Extreme Cheapskates. They're doing video auditions." So I did, and the rest was history. They loved it. They called me 2 days later and said, "We see that you're a wrestler. We would love for us to make an episode about a young man who's pursuing a wrestling career, but is also trying to save money at the same time. And what does that look like?"
Gotcha.
And that was it. After that, I became the cheapest wrestler in the world.
Okay, so talking about the TLC episode, all of that cannot be true.
Maven, you'd be surprised. I'm about to enlighten you right now. Let me show you a thing or two.
I'm a little scared.
So Maven, one thing I still get a lot of slack for.
So this is the Master Hobo if he was a wrestler. This is Master Hobo's gimmick, basically.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah, just the cheap son bitch.
Right.
Believe it or not,
Funko Pops?
Not the Funko Pops, but what's behind the Funko Pops.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. These are not frugal.
That is true.
I need the story on this.
Absolutely. So my wife said, "I know you love wrestling. Two of your favorite wrestlers are AJ Styles and Chris Jericho."
Okay.
So it started off as 2 Funko Pops that she got me. And it's evolved since then. People started associating me with Funko Pops. I had some Dragon Ball Z ones. A birthday would come along. What do we get, Matt?
let's just add to his collection. I love this collection, but
Right.
thinking about the amount that I would have spent if I bought all of these would make me sick to my stomach. That's crazy. So one thing I still get some slack for. A lot of people remember this from the episode. Reusing tissues. I leave them by the window.
Why?
They dry. Tissues dry. They dry up, and it's your own boogers, all right? I'm not gonna give this to you.
Hell no.
But it's not.
Thank you. GG, thanks.
You're welcome. So I come from a family.
Yo, arrest this man. Put him under the jail, bro. What are we doing, bro? Reusing tissues? What? Oh no! Does he reuse toilet paper, bro? We gotta call Hobo. Somebody call Hobo. Ask him how he lives like this, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
What the fuck, man?
We're full of allergies. Everyone has seasonal allergies. As a kid, before I was even diagnosed, I really struggled. Sneezing, runny nose every single night before school. I would have this pile next to my bed. And I think that's where it really started, because the pile would dry up. I'd wake up at 2 a.m. and I would just grab it and use it. Wake up at 4.
Wait, hold up. We got buffering. Gosh darn it. Sorry, Lord. I'm not trying to use the Lord's name in vain. We got buffering, and Chris is gone. Chris has left the building. Chris wants nothing to do with me. And you know what I think? I think everyone who didn't show up today.
You're just a fake bitch.
Wait, did that work? I don't know.
You're just a fake bitch.
Yeah. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. All right. Oh, he's back. Oh shit. I was not talking shit about you, bro. I was not talking shit about you, bro, at all. I said only nice things. I did not call you a fake bitch, bro. I did not. Okay, don't replay this. Don't rewatch this. Okay.
Wait, what was that?
What? I didn't say anything.
No
I'm
worries.
giving you watch hours instead. You're welcome. I'll take the watch hours, baby. I'll take the watch hours. I appreciate that, bro. Welcome back. Welcome back, says Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, everybody who's tuning in this Saturday afternoon. I know you all got lives. But it's important for me to talk because I just had the tongue surgery and they say you need to talk more because that's the only way your tongue's going to heal is if you're like using it, you know?
Yeah. For me, yeah, like, yeah, I'll still be here. I'll probably hang tight a little, though, as much as I can.
Okay,
This video is sponsored by.
That's fine. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll go. We'll see if anyone else jumps in here.
Yeah.
But I can even do it solo. Like I'll just chill with the chat.
Yeah.
All right, where were we? He was talking about reusing tissues.
They dry up, and it's your own boogers, all right? I'm not gonna give this to you, but it's not.
Thank you. GG, thanks.
You're welcome. So I come from a family. We're full of allergies. Everyone has seasonal allergies. As a kid, before I was even diagnosed, I really struggled. Sneezing, runny nose every single night before school. I would have this pile next to my bed. And I think that's where it really started, because the pile would dry up. I'd wake up at 2 a.m. and I would just grab it and use it. Wake up at 4 a.m., grab it and use it. Sometimes it would get so bad I'd have a bloody nose almost every day before school.
What the
fuck? When I think about this, it's not that big of a deal for me. It's something I've done my entire life, just letting a tissue dry.
You've conditioned yourself to it.
I suppose,
You've
yeah.
conditioned yourself to nasty habits.
Listen, nasty's a strong word, all right? So with the tissues, you know, you have to be really delicate, especially once they're wet, which is why I dry them, because any sort of tear, then they gotta go. Once there's a hole in it, then you're just blowing your nose in your hand.
Matt, tissues are a fraction. They don't cost hardly anything. Why are we reusing tissues? Come on, Matt.
They're one of those things, I don't mind doing it, so I don't mind saving the money and not buying new tissues.
I'm hesitant to ask, how old are those tissues?
4 days ago, I put those back there to dry. And I mean, they're still a little moist, but it hasn't been sunny these past few days. It's actually been really cloudy.
Nature's not helping.
Nature's not helping me out
Nature's
here.
not helping.
You know?
Nature's not doing her job.
No, really not.
I appreciate you invited us into your home. Why don't we put those back where you got them?
Yeah. That's okay. Save this for later.
Yeah, let's put him.
Sentinel.
Let's put him back up.
You think he's bullshitting? You think he's for real?
I guess I don't know.
It'd be easy. It's easy to say he does this and like stage it, you know. But we'll entertain it. We'll see what else is going on.
Kind of guards.
Yeah, guard him. I don't want to ask what you do with toilet paper. Matt, I know you like saving money, and that's why this video sponsor is Factor. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen meals right to your door. There's no cooking involved.
All right. Use code is this 50? Use code 50 Maven. There. I skipped the ad, but I don't want to be a dick about it. Oh man, just buy fabric tissues. You can wash it after using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking nut job.
Free shipping on your first box.
So as you know, gym memberships cost so much money. $20 a month, that adds up to over $200 a year. Insane. And I'm not about to buy all of my own workout equipment. Imagine the amount of weights and plates and everything I'd have to get. That's insane. So instead, I have access to something that everyone has access to. Boom.
No way.
Can train every part of your body with these.
Matt, you got to show me this.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how it's done. Maybe what I love about this.
Okay.
Versatility. Check this out. Bicep curls. Boom. Want a little hammer curl? That's no problem. We got hammer curls.
All right.
Right. You want to do some squats? Throw them on your shoulders. There we go.
Bro, I've seen this. I've seen this in real life, bro. This is a real method broke people will use. This is like what people do in Africa, like, and I'm not talking about like civilized Africa. I'm talking about like the slums of Africa. People will find whatever they can to work out with. So I'm not gonna like judge them too much on this because you could work out with anything. You really don't need a gym membership, like unless you're trying to get like some personal training or you're just trying to tone out more of your body, you know. You really could just work out at home. So this one isn't as crazy as reusing tissues, you know?
Yeah.
John says, nah, man, Factor sucks. Cook Unity is way better. Yeah, what are you, sponsored? What are you, a fucking sellout, John? Huh?
You're just a fake bitch.
You fucking sellout? We're promoting food now? Is that what we're doing? You talking about the food that funds Israel? No, I'm just kidding. All right, I gotta stop. All right.
Oh, real deep.
Okay.
You can do anything. You want to do shoulders, you can press. Want to do triceps? I mean, you could do kickbacks. Anything you want, anything you can imagine.
Come on, Matt. That
Hell
can't
yeah,
be a
dude.
good workout.
Hold on to one of these.
Okay.
And just think about this.
Okay.
While that might not be the heaviest thing in the world, repetition. If you're constantly doing reps, you're going to feel it. It's going to make a difference.
I guess if you do enough of them, you know, and the muscle has no clue how much weight you're working. But what I don't understand is my hand's already freezing.
Oh.
It's already cold. You just work through that pain.
Oh, just might not be tough enough then.
If you get thirsty, do you open it up and drink it? I mean, then you're.
If I'm really thirsty, but then it's a lighter weight.
Then your weights are off.
And my weights are
Then
off.
your
So
weights
you have
are
to
off.
consider that. If
Yeah.
I'm thirsty, I'm probably not going to drink my weights, Maven. I filled these babies up like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Still holding strong. Just freeze them. Make sure they're frozen. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Just keep them frozen.
I think Planet Fitness offers for like $10 a month. That's a no-go?
And my gym offers for $0 a month, Maven.
Fair enough.
All right.
Now, your mom shaved your head.
She did. She did.
Did she?
He is in better shape than I am, and I have a gym membership, so he's not completely nuts, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. That dude has nice jugs. Damn right. It's the prep food wars when we used to have the Monday night wars. That's right. It's all about who's got the best frozen meal.
Did she really shave your head, or was that just for TLC?
My head? I did need some help with. I want to make sure I didn't have any spots missing or anything like that. Could have done it myself. However, it was quicker.
They have this new invention. It's called a mirror. And when you hold a mirror up with another mirror behind you, you get a full view of the back of your head.
I thought you were going to tell me about, this one wipe cream and that's it.
No.
Everything's gone.
No, the creams are horse shit. To this day, you still have that smooth head. Please tell me, do you shave your own head now, or does the wife help you?
My wife helps me periodically. My wife helps me more. Let me just say this. My wife helps me more when I have to shave the whole body. Same thing with my mom. I'm going to say it. When I first started wrestling and I was a nice young buck.
Yeah.
Mom, I can't see that area right here where it gets really hairy on my shoulders.
I wish I would have bought you a thing of Nair. Nair will change your life. All right, Matt, what are we looking at now?
This is the treasure chest. This is all of my original gear, which I still have.
Okay,
it's still
cool gear.
In solid condition.
Okay, gear original. Yeah. What year did you debut?
2008. I got this on sale when I first started wrestling.
Okay.
I didn't, what do I know? I don't know anything about gear.
Did you hit someone up to make you wrestling gear?
No, I kind of went to Walmart.
Yo, Chris, how old were you in 2008, bro?
2008, though, I was 10 years old.
Oh, so you're pretty close to my age.
Yeah, 28.
Okay, yeah, you're still in your 20s. You're about 5 years older than me then.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn, 2008, man. It was like a lifetime ago.
Yeah.
But we're young, bro. There's probably some old people in the chat like, bro, 2008 felt like yesterday. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And just pick this off the shelf. And as I said, this fits pretty well. It looks like wrestling gear. And, it holds up. I mean, I've had this 15 years. It's still strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would buy gear, and it would be expensive. A pair of trunks might run me $130, $150. And after a few months, I'm having to retie them. I'm having to get them sewn back up. I mean, wear and tear does happen. I'm shocked this has lasted 15 years.
And not only that, a lot of people say, oh, they look so plain. But the more you get on gear, the more there is to restitch, the more there is that could be messed up.
The wrestling boots. Wrestling boots are notoriously probably the most expensive thing in every wrestler's bag. How do you save money on wrestling boots?
I tape them. I used to tape them up whenever there was wear and tear.
I notice you have laces in them now.
Yes, let's talk about those laces.
Okay, laces are 99 cents.
Right.
Why would you tape them? Why?
So one of the things I got called out on for TNA when I had my tryout was my boots.
Yeah.
At the time, I had these boots that were duct taped up. And
these boots?
Not these exact boots. New boots.
Similar boots.
Very similar boots. Actually, the same type of boots, but I had to buy new ones because Chris Sabin, he called me out and said, hey, one of the things that people are going to look at are your boots. Kurt Angle infamously mentioned the laces.
Absolutely. Well, Matt, what else is in this cheap skate gear bag?
Sure. Let's see what else we have. So I have the same thing, original knee pads.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Are those the original from your debut match?
From my debut,
Oh,
same
gosh.
ones that Chris Sabin said you can't just wear basic red pads, and I would never buy new ones.
Why?
There's nothing wrong with these.
Why? Well, but what if you wanted to just change your look up? You wouldn't think
That's crazy. Maven, knee pads cost like $40. Look at these. These are perfect condition. Nothing wrong with them. Why would I buy new ones? That's absolutely insane. Oh, no, gosh.
Oh, gosh.
I wish I
Hold
kept
up,
these a
hold up.
little neater.
Wait a minute. This is just trash. Here.
No,
there's a garbage
no.
can.
Look, I don't know if this is his mother's house, but he seems to be doing all right. He's pretty good. Maybe he's a penny pincher, but he's not homeless like Hobo. Hobo doesn't even have a house. So I think he's got a gimmick, So I don't believe he always reuses the same tissues. I think that's gimmick, But I do find it entertaining. We really don't have that much left of the video, but we're gonna stop here. This guy was on TV and he was a wrestler, so I thought it would be a little relevant, something to cut in between here. We have Gunther shooting a 50 cal gun for the first time. We could watch that. Fuck yeah, let's watch it.
Hello and welcome to another episode.
We're gonna copy this link, paste. Oh boy, I was 34 back in 2008, but I still feel that age. Yeah, see, we got some OGs in the chat. We got all kinds of age ranges in our chat, man. Like, you know, we got Jerry, who was like there before Christ, you know. and like a lot of my friends in real life are like way older than me too.
Yeah.
So let's see. We got is that El Grande Americano, Ludwig Kaiser?
Think so.
So today we have some special guests.
Me.
Just kidding. It's never me. It's never me. One day. So at first we start to the right. You are Gunther, the war general, the ring general.
Oh, don't say war general.
Easy now.
Easy now. The ring general.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. We don't own this, okay.
And for you and for you, Ludwig, yes, right? It is.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward here. When do we shoot the gun? When do we shoot the gun, eh?
So we don't even need our ears for this one. This one's going to be very quiet.
This is for educational purposes, YouTube. We're not promoting gun violence or anything crazy, okay? Because I know they took down one of our boys for reacting to gun shit.
Is that on? That is on. Okay.
Okay, here we start. Who was the first?
Let's
go, Walter. Show me how it's done.
There you go.
It's like giving Godzilla a fucking gun, bro. There's a little silencer. I'm not like an expert with guns, but I do like them. What was this? A 22 LR subsonic. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but there you go.
Yeah, you would have heard the helmet.
Okay, next round.
Safety is now off. Put that red dot on the target, and just when you're ready, squeeze that trigger. Okay.
Jawohl.
Alter Schwede.
Wish we had Jerry here. He could translate the German. Because he's like a World War II expert and shit. That guy knows his German.
Okay, this gun, all you have to do is pull the trigger.
Okay.
Okay, hand right there.
Wow!
Oh, shit.
Okay, hold on.
Und?
Hat wirklich wehgetan.
Ja?
Meine Güte, Alter. Boah. Bisschen, ja. Man hat geleckt.
They said it's awesome.
Nicht so schlimm, aber merkt man schon.
Okay, this one.
Next one. This is the biggest one.
Okay, it's bigger than this one?
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay, this one, same thing, finger off the trigger. Okay, hold on.
Bro, that's a big ass fucking gun.
Nice and tight. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull this hammer back first.
Okay.
Okay. Don't be nervous.
No, we'll be right.
Okay, hold on.
Und los geht's.
Ah!
Damn.
Hey, what do you say? That's unnecessary. Bisschen.
Dude, that'll break your fucking wrist, dude. Jesus. All right. Now we got the automatic rifles here.
Check if the red dot is on. I think you need to.
Okay, same as the.
No, we got the ear protection.
Just you can either hold it here,
Yeah.
or you can hold it here. I would hold it here.
Okay.
Okay. When you're ready, finger off the trigger. Safety is off. Okay. Lean forward.
Oh. Walk him down, Gunther. Gunther, walk him down.
Woo. Keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, right. Wow. Like a kick.
Keep love with it.
With yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking wild, man.
Yeah.
Same as the AK. So just grip it like you would normally. Left hand. There you go. Just look straight through here. Both eyes open. You see the red dot? Okay, you're good to go. Whenever you're ready.
I feel so American right now.
Nope. Lean forward. There you go. Perfect. It's not bad, I promise. That's it. Oh, wait.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, that'd be cool. Who would you want to go shooting with in the WWE?
Go shooting with.
Dead or alive,
I'll
dead or
probably be with Randy Orton though.
Randy, dude, he seems like a good time.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get this out of here. But yeah, I thought that was entertaining. Fucking Gunther don't need weapons though. That boy will just beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I do like about Gunther is he's that one guy that passes the eyeball test. Like if you saw him in person at the airport, you know, you wouldn't fuck with him. Like he's a big son bitch. You know, Ludwig, you know, he's a little lightweight, but I still wouldn't fuck with him. You know, like a lot of these guys think they can take on pro wrestlers, or, you know, they'll try to make a name for themselves, you know, trying to fight a pro wrestler. And like that guy, that Big Vito fucking, you know, did you see that video with Big Vito?
Yeah, I saw.
Bro, he fucking made that guy his bitch, bro. He just pinned him.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like, you're the one talking all the shit, bro. Like, I do want to shout out my boy Detox. He's been killing it on Instagram, bro. Detox the Chief, 13,000 followers now. He gave us a shout out. I told him I was going live. He said, yo, check him out. So if you guys came from Detox, drop it in the chat. You know, if y'all found me through Detox, I appreciate it. This motherfucker's been killing it, bro. Let's react to some of his shit, bro. Double R got left hanging Saturday and got slid over. 2 days later, BL gets squad wiped. Ain't nobody decimated these Samoans like that since Brock. All right, you can follow him on X at Detox the World. He's got like this niche of doing like street memes. Like this is funny as fuck, bro. He made Jacob Fatu into this meme here.
I see.
Look at this shit, bro. Walk him down, Gunther. And Bailey even used he does these AI generated images.
Yeah.
Bailey posted this, bro. It was crazy. When I woke up at exactly 7:05 a.m. to Bailey posting my edit to confirm she didn't take no payouts, payouts from TKO. Be getting closer to the Fed boys. Yeah, this is crazy, bro. And other people have used this shit too. Like a lot of people steal his shit. But yeah, he's made these edits. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Gunther, Liv Morgan. That one's good. Stephanie Vaquer. But yeah, man, shout out him. If y'all came from him, we appreciate it. You know, wrestling fans got to stick together. You know, we may not always agree with each other. We may not like the same promos or the same wrestlers, but at the end of the day, we all like wrestling. You can translate German too, Wendy. Interesting. That's a skill. Let's see. I got some other shit we could react to, or we could go back to the topics. What are you feeling like, bro?
Let me see. I guess we could go with a little bit of the topics, I guess.
All right, I'm down. Yeah, we'll switch it up here. Okay. Oops. Let me share my screen here. Bitch ass ads. Report: WWE was tasked with shedding millions in payroll. AEW talent pushing for a company to sign the New Day. So before I go into this reading, do you think the New Day would fit in AEW?
I guess they would though. I know that they would probably be paid like really highly for it though, but I guess that they could probably fit into it.
Yeah, I mean it's their livelihood. Like obviously these guys can adapt to any wrestling ring and promotion, right? These guys are veterans, they got the talent. But would it be good for their career? You know, were they being held back in WWE? Do you think Tony Khan would put the world championship on Xavier Woods or Kofi Kingston?
I guess though, perhaps though, but we'll see. Like if they ever get signed though.
Or would they be just another tag team championship, which isn't by any means. There's no such thing as scraps in wrestling if you do it right.
Right.
Like, you know, some guys will look at the world championship, tag team championships, and like the mid-card championships. They kind of look at it as a demotion, you know. And if you're properly booking, everything isn't a demotion. Like every spot matters, you know. And unfortunately, some people look at it as scraps. Like even Ric Flair, 16-time world champion, even he has fucking things he wish he did differently, or he even feels like he left a lot on the table, you know. Like, so obviously guys are never gonna feel like satisfied. Like they're always gonna want another championship run. They're always gonna want more money.
Yeah.
But I think it comes down to the individual. Like if Kofi Kingston's happy to just be in a tag team, you know, he could, you know, they could do co-signs. Like, you know, you don't sign Kofi unless you sign Xavier. You know, maybe that's in their contract. Like maybe they're gonna roll together, but this could be the end of the tag team as well. Like they might not even reunite. Like maybe Xavier Woods stays on the YouTube payroll or whatever, and Kofi goes independent. Did you watch SmackDown?
No, I never watched SmackDown. Well, this past SmackDown though, I only watched like some clips though. Like I only watched some clips here and there, but that's only pertaining to some of my favorites though.
Yeah, I heard Royce Keys actually made an appearance.
That's good.
Yeah, they finally did something with Royce. Let's see what Wendy said here. Yes, I live 1 hour from the German border, but I've watched a lot of German TV shows since my childhood. That is a good way to learn any language, is to watch it on television. So let me read this article. Fightful Select has published an extensive report on the financial moves WWE has made over the past several weeks, revealing the scale of the payroll reduction mission, the speed with which talent were asked to make life-altering decisions, and the sweeping industry reaction that followed. According to Fightful Select, WWE was tasked with shedding millions of dollars in payroll over the last month, and the cuts made over the past few weeks were in direct service of that goal. The timing of the revelations drew immediate backlash across the industry, coinciding with disclosures of record-high TKO stock prices and dramatic executive pay increases. Most people within the industry who spoke to Fightful acknowledged that releases are an accepted reality of how WWE operates going forward, but the additional ask for talent to take pay cuts of 7 figures in many cases was met with heavy criticism and scoffed at internally. Yeah, no shit. You know, like, of course, this is going to create a lot of friction with your talent and your boss, you know, like the bosses get a increased pay, they get more, they get a bonus, and everyone gets cut. Like, if I'm a booker, Kofi Kingston, he deserves whatever money he wants to make, you know. And I think that's where Tony Khan could, you know, because if Tony's smart, he's not gonna match WWE's offer. He's gonna fucking shit on WWE's offer and give New Day a huge fucking money deal, because that tells everybody in the industry that Tony Khan takes care of the boys.
Yeah.
And that attracts, you know, that'll attract a lot of WWE talent, because they're like, it's like WCW all over again. You know, they gave more money to WWE talent.
Yeah.
And they basically stole the fucking show. What is it? 81 weeks on TV. They fucking passed WWE. If AEW smart, they take the WCW route and fucking, you know, roll in the Brinks truck, back up the Brinks truck. You want 20 million, Kofi? Here, 20 million. You want 30 million? Here's 30 million. Whatever.
Yeah, they really have to. They really have to like improve the like with AEW. That way they could try to like do better. Plus, it would probably give incentive for WWE to like do better though.
Yeah, I mean, if you want competition, if you want to take them out, this is the perfect time to take them out. You know,
Yeah.
like I know it's not the 90s and it's not the territories. We're not going to have a whole territory war again. You know, this isn't Vince McMahon versus Eric Bischoff anymore, but doesn't mean it can't work, and it doesn't mean history won't repeat itself. You know, and Tony Khan, he's backed by CNN and HBO and all Warner Bros. Like that TNT bubble is there's a lot of money in there. They don't need to sell as many tickets as WWE. They could overtake them though if they did the WCW route. John says they also made them work less days per year. Yep, that was a big deal for a lot of people, especially Kevin Nash, Hogan, Brett, all those guys who went and jumped ship. And I wouldn't blame them if they jump ship, man. And what do you think about the executives getting a bonus and your whole? What's your gut feeling about this, man?
Oh, you're talking about like the executives WWE.
Yeah, the TKO people getting the bonuses, and then they're letting go of talent.
Yeah, like the executives, it's not really good. Like them getting bonuses though, like with Nick Khan, Triple H. So like it's basically them trying to cover their asses.
100%. So this is live footage of TKO's offices. This is Triple H and everyone at TKO right now.
Funny people call him. Why do you look solemn? I adore you do. How you rustle and sparkle and tingle. Oh.
Yep. Scrooge McDuck, Mr. Krabs. Everything seems too big to fail till it does. Exactly, man. If you don't put the same love and effort to something, and it's clear that they don't love wrestling like the Vince McMahons and the Ted Turners and the Eric Bischoffs, they just like money. And I mean, it's been regurgitated over and over again, and it's just not going to change unless someone like an alternative brand, you know, AEW, if they step up their game, they could really have something, you know, with MJF and shit. See, that's the problem. I don't even know a lot of their rosters, like Darby Allin, I guess, you know, the Young Bucks. Like, those guys are getting older though, and I think, you know, I don't know who's the future of AEW. Like, do you know? Is it Hangman Adam Page?
I could probably say the only one who has like potential is like MJF though. Other than
Yeah,
that,
he could be Ric Flair in 40 years. He could be the next Ric Flair. Like the way he gets a crowd to hate him, it's very Nature Boy-esque. You know, like he's got the Burberry, the designer clothes. That guy gets it. A lot of guys, like they say, people have it. MJF has it. They're not quite as young as they used to be, Bucks. Yeah, that's right. So I can read the rest of this article, I bet. The manner. Okay, where were we? Blah, blah, blah. The manner in which deals were presented to talent has also raised serious concerns about how performers negotiate with TKO and WWE going forward. Fightful Sean Ross Sapp was told that a number of wrestlers in recent years were approached during overseas dates about new deals. In some cases, far earlier than they anticipated, extensions would be offered. Some people viewed this as a tactic to get talent to sign before the representation could fully review the terms. So, like, they did this so fast that they couldn't get the lawyers involved. They couldn't get, you know, their managers or talent agencies involved. It was kind of a rug pull out of nowhere, and that's not good business. That just seems unethical. On the day of the match releases, WWE approached numerous talent and asked them to take pay cuts to remain with the company, with several given just 2 days to decide. Kingston and Woods made their choice quickly, opting to leave rather than accept the reduced terms. Despite the pay cut offer, the duo still walked away from millions of dollars that remained on the table over the next 4 years of their deals. Fightful noted that the circumstances around Killer Cross's contract offer last year were similar, with Cross claiming that he was given only 1 day to make his decision at the time. A related point of frustration centers on performers who have recently signed new deals with the WWE, including Kingston, Woods, and Santos Escobar, in some cases without even engaging AEW or other companies in negotiations. With WWE now cutting those performers or reducing their pay, it effectively diminishes their leverage on the open market. Several talent representatives noted to Fightful that the approach was not even smart from a competitive standpoint, arguing that WWE should theoretically want AEW to have to spend more money to acquire released talent rather than making them available at reduced market value. On the question of who actually accepted pay cuts, no specific names were provided to Fightful. The reason the New Day situation became public knowledge, while other accepted pay cuts remain private, comes down to practical reality. Once WWE moved Kingston and Woods to the alumni section of their website, their stories became significantly easier to trace and confirm. A number of longtime veterans were among those asked to take pay cuts, including some currently healing from injuries. One WWE source quoted by another outlet expressed a disgust that WWE did not publicly acknowledge New Day for their contributions to the company. A separate WWE source told Fightful that communications praising the duo were made privately, and that a joint statement announcing the departure had been expected. Why that statement was never issued publicly remains unknown. Fightful also confirmed that a number of names within AEW have internally pushed for the promotion to hire the New Day following their departure. So yeah, that's Wrestling News article. It's a shame, and you're only worth as much as somebody's willing to pay you, right? So WWE not paying these guys and leaving it up to the rest of the industry to put a price tag on these guys, it is kind of bad business, because are you saying these guys bring no value to your company, and then other promotions could try to lowball these guys who are worth millions and unfortunately, your name is only worth, like a lot. If people come to pay to see you wrestle, you're blessed, because a lot of people aren't being asked to wrestle. A lot of these independent wrestlers, nobody's asking them to go through a table. Nobody's, they can build a fan base over time. But with these WWE guys, it's like you would have more interest in seeing these guys in the independent scene, because not only the exposure, and they have their own fan base that brings eyeballs to the independent promotion, but you also don't want to lowball these guys. You guys, I don't know. It's just bad business, man. TKO, they should have remained loyal to those who are loyal to them. And I think it's going to come back to bite them, man. Well, what else we got? We got a quote here from the Dudley Boys. Devon Dudley believes TKO could destroy the wrestling business after the New Day's WWE exit. Here's the quote. Let me find it. I hate that, TKO is getting the blame for pretty much everything, whether it's ticket prices or the releases, but they're corporate. And I've always said corporate will never work in the wrestling business. It'll be the downfall of the wrestling business. Yeah, we've kind of covered this again. This is just another article about the same thing. These guys in corporate America, they're looking at the numbers. They're looking at, at the end of the day, it's a business, but it's not your cargo and shipments. It's not repackaging. It's like, these are performers. It's a circus. Like, to run it like it's Walmart or some shit, like it's not smart from a CEO to think that he can just become the next Vince McMahon when you have no experience in wrestling. I'm not saying you can't be involved. You can shuffle out the money, but these guys are taking money away. So they're not even doing what they're fucking useful. They're useful because they have money and resources. But then if you're being greedy and you don't share those resources, what good are you to everyone else?
Mm-hmm.
So Devon, he's had some pretty good takes now. And it's important that these guys speak their mind, because a lot of these wrestlers under contract are owned by WWE. They can't speak their mind. They'll be reprimanded for saying shit,
Yeah, that's true.
What else do we got here? Yeah, so Nick Khan signs new contract. All right. I mean, it's just really like, I don't know. It's frustrating. Nick Khan has signed a new contract to remain as WWE president throughout the end of 2030. The deal includes an $11 million signing equity award, base salary climbing to $3 million per year, target annual bonus up to $6 million, annual equity awards of $7.5 million to $8.5 million per year, and a $5 million performance award tied to Zuffa Boxing. The total compensation around the term could approach $100 million. Look, man, I don't think, hating on someone else for being rich is right, but there is a balance to being the cool rich guy who builds dynasties, who builds the Lakers, who builds the Patriots, who builds the Yankees. If you're building a dynasty with your money, that's way more respectable than you using this professional sports team. My examples were sports teams, but in this case, WWE, this franchise, you're looking at it as an ATM, you know. It's just your ATM. It's just your little, side hustle. And it can't be treated like that. Like these bookings, you have to write. You have to be engaged. You have to know what the fuck you're doing, man. Like, and they don't know what they're doing. From Karrion Kross to Uncle Howdy. And, they need to do Obafemi right. They have to do Obafemi like Goldberg. They have to do him like Lesnar. They can't make Obafemi Braun Strowman where he becomes WWE champion and then he totally fucking falls off. And I know a lot of people don't like my Braun Strowman comparison, but that's honestly like what I'm kind of getting right now, because Strowman was running through the division as well. A lot of people forget how dominant Strowman was. Put Roman through a table, injured Roman. I think he even bitched Big Show. Like, he made Big Show his bitch. He made Kane his bitch. Like, he was making all the other giants his bitch. And, he was squashing people. And then he was doing a tag team match with a fucking toddler, at WrestleMania or whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, I packed this bowl too tight, bro. I can barely hit it. But let's see what else we got here. Nick Khan, man. Greedy son of a bitch. Do you want to talk about Cody Rhodes calls out Obsession attendance ratings, or Jacob Fatu says fans should try taking a punch?
I think I'll probably say go with Jacob Fatu.
All right. With it. All right. Speaking of marks, Jacob Fatu says fans should try taking a punch before criticizing wrestling. Speaking on the No Contest Wrestling podcast, Fatu reacted to the growing culture of online criticism surrounding wrestlers' matches and WWE creative. The conversation started with the idea that fans should experience even the most basic parts of wrestling training before pretending they know what performers go through physically. The interviewer joked that every premium live event should feature a ring outside the arena so fans could try running the ropes and taking bumps for themselves. That's when Fatu took it even further. Oh no, hey, set up a ring, have them come in the ring. All right, they don't even deserve to take a bump. Just see if they could take a punch to the face from us. Fatu continued unloading on online critics, saying many of the loudest voices talking about wrestling wouldn't last a second dealing with what actual wrestlers go through. They don't deserve to. They don't even deserve to step in the ring. All right, these cats don't deserve to be nowhere in the ring. None of these cats. I didn't go online like the rest of these cats put in their feelings. Hey, man, I want to give some advice to anybody. Stay off the internet. It's fake. Kill everything with a smile, man, and just do the right thing when nobody's looking. I read bad comments about me every day. All right, brother? Don't let it get in your head because, bro, my check still clears every week. Okay. So who's cashing those checks, Jacob, and why are you getting paid?
Yeah, of course, though. He's just being a mark, though, like with Jacob, though, like saying that we can't criticize the product, like whatever, though. Honestly, these wrestlers, they should be out of social media, though.
Like, you don't see Steph Curry going on Instagram or on a podcast saying, yeah, fuck these NBA fans. They should try shooting a basketball before they, pay a ticket. Like, people don't want to see other people wrestle. They go to see professionals do it, And it's like, we have a right to spend our money or not spend our money. And WWE has so much money to play with because they've been built on the backs of the fans. And Vince McMahon understood this. That's why Vince McMahon never, price gouged to the point where, John makes a good point. Unless you're Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant, he'll definitely tell you to go fuck yourself, and you're not on his level, blah blah blah. And look, nobody's saying we're capable professional wrestlers, but I don't have to be a 5-star chef, go to a restaurant, eat something that tastes like shit, and smile about it. I can say, hey, this burger has mold in it. It's the same as movies. If you're willing to take a compliment from someone in the biz or not in the biz, then you have to take an insult too. Yeah, okay, so we're not in the industry. We're not friends with all your bookers and your promoters and all your people in the locker room, and we've never taken a bump, right? But I've never actually been an actor in a movie either. But I would still like to give my opinion on movies, and I would still like to give my opinion on everything else in this world. And it's a weird gatekeeper mentality. I don't like this gatekeeper mentality, and it comes from all kinds of places on the internet, especially people love to be in their own groups, and they don't really like taking in new people. And I don't know if Jacob's doing a heel promo here, but he just kind of sounds a little ungrateful. You just didn't get how good my match is. I don't care if you fell asleep during it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, precisely.
You can't insult the fans saying we don't understand the product when a lot of guys have been watching it most of their lives. I know Jerry has 40 years. A lot of guys have 30, 20 years of watching professional wrestling on TV, albeit they're not in the industry, but they're fans. They've been loyal. They've been through the ups and downs. They watched when nobody was watching. These people stick around. They have a voice. And what does John say? We are the paying customer, and we are giving you a compliment or insult based on the customer end experience. If you want to make a show just for wrestlers, you ain't making money. Exactly. That is exactly well said, man. It's all about the customer's experience. And it used to be the customer is always right. And now it's the customer ain't shit, And it's not just WWE. I mean, McDonald's, every fucking corporate place in America now, they make you feel like a bad guy if something's wrong. They don't like taking accountability. Yeah, my fry cook overcooked this. Can I please get another burger? Sure, no problem. Hey, Jacob, I didn't really like the way you fumbled around in the match. Just my opinion, you don't have to take that to heart. And the fact that he is taking it this seriously, where he's nah, they don't even deserve to be in the ring. There's a lot of people that don't deserve to be in the ring right now on the current roster. Maxine Dupree is very green, bro. She had no business being the Intercontinental Champion. It was cool. It was unexpected. But where is she now? Not on the main roster. Somewhere training, I hope. Because looks can only get you so far nowadays, especially in that women's division. That women's division's tough.
Yeah, I would probably say she could be good as a valet, though. So.
Yeah, she could be a valet, but is she gonna have the same experience from these other wrestlers? These other wrestlers aren't gonna shit on her for being a beginner. So I think it's kind of just a gimmick where he's yeah, I'm the big bad wrestler. You can't do what I do, you know. But it's also like he's being dead ass. So it's kind of like, what the fuck, bro? Are you really insulting the fans right now? Like, especially like coming from an indie guy, you know, who started off really like ground up on the independent scene. He had like some legal trouble. Like, you would think he'd be a little more humble about how big he's gotten now. But I guess not. Once you make it, right? Once you make it, it's fuck everybody. You know, if you want to give your own opinion on movies, books, genres, movies, games, and many more, I recommend use the Criticlist platform. Yeah, shout out Criticlist and Blaine. They're doing their thing over there with Geeks and Gamers. They get enough fucking promotion, all right? We don't do free advertising around here, Wendy, okay? You fucking sell out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Wendy. You owe me money, Wendy. That was a free promotion. We don't do that. Just kidding. Karrion Kross creatively sabotaged. Do you want to cover Karrion Kross, or do you want to cover MVP calls out Triple H?
I guess I could probably go with I think maybe MVP.
All right, bet. Yeah, so MVP's got a whole podcast now. I've seen him promoting it on Instagram and shit. MVP calls out Triple H for rarely elevating WWE talent. Excuse me. MVP is doubling down on his criticisms of Triple H, and this time he's going directly after his reputation for creating stars. While speaking on his Marking Out podcast, MVP compared Triple H directly to The Undertaker and argued that Undertaker consistently elevated talent throughout multiple generations, while Triple H rarely gave the same rub to other wrestlers. MVP started by explaining that when fans look back at Undertaker's career, there are numerous names tied to wrestlers who became bigger stars after working with him. He then challenged people to come up with a similar list connected to Triple H. Can you think of any list? Who has Triple H put over? Can you remember?
I would probably say most of his favorites, though, like his no-draw favorites, whether it be like Cody Rhodes or like, Cody Rhodes.
Well, he's talking not as a booker. I mean, as a wrestler. That's what he means.
Oh, I see. As a wrestler.
Yeah, because people, like Triple H. Who did he put over in the ring?
I don't see anybody else though, other than like his own friends. I would probably say during the Reign of Terror from like 2002 to 2005, though, like he buried like most people, though, like even like Randy Orton at the time, though. I think the only person he put over was Batista, though.
Yeah, he definitely made Batista, because even Batista would tell you that he wouldn't be where he's at if it wasn't for Triple H. He kind of revitalized Ric Flair's career with Evolution, and obviously Randy Orton, youngest world heavyweight champion, but they did bury him like, a week later or whatever. But yeah, I can't really think of like, especially because I was really young during his prime. And even when he was like, I would say his best work as far as putting someone over, like young talent, was when they did Evolution versus The Shield. Do you remember that? It was like 2014 or something, 2015. Yeah. It was Evolution versus The Shield, and the old guys put over the young guys, and so you could add Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns to that list. But I kind of understand where he's coming from, because Undertaker, he made Mankind, he fucking made Edge, kind of like Edge was taken seriously once he faced him at WrestleMania, and that's all you needed was to face him, you know, and even Edge said, like, for Mark to trust me, you know, to give me that acknowledgement, to say you're good enough to wrestle me at WrestleMania, that was all the credit he needed, right?
Right.
So let's continue. You can go down the list and you can think of talents that Taker worked with that he elevated and got them over. How many people do you remember the nose getting over? I mean, Triple H in his career. How many people can you associate with him? And I'll give you two. I'll give you Randy. I'll give you Batista. Who else can you remember Triple H triple nose getting over? MVP then pointed to Jeff Hardy as an example of someone he believes never fully received the type of loss reaction that truly elevates a babyface star. According to MVP, even in defeat, Triple H still made sure attention remained on himself instead of completely selling Hardy's victory. Jeff Hardy, I remember the finish because I'm getting a phone call. Jesus. Hold on. Let me just cancel that. Anyway, Jeff Hardy, and I quote, I remember the finish because, you know, it was a 3 count, and he sat up smiling like, gosh, golly, he got me, you know, not boom, oh man, I'm hurt, oh man, I know the man, I worked with the man. MVP continued by making it clear that his criticism comes from the firsthand experience working around Triple H backstage and understanding how he operated politically during his career. Your ego, I mean, your opinion versus my experience are very different. He wouldn't even give that to Jeff Hardy where, oh, man, he beat me up. He got up, sat up, and, like, he got me, you know? And I have heard this. I've heard this before that Triple H and Shawn Michaels and, like, that clique of, you know, him and his boys, like, they tried to bury a young Rock. You know, like, even Rock was, you know, a victim of their, like, backstage politics where they would say, you got to fire The Rock. The Rock's no good. He'll never make money in this business. Like, he's not a draw. He's dangerous in the ring. You know, that really happened. And now The Rock's the boss of both of them. So, you know, in the end, The Rock won. But a lot of people aren't The Rock. A lot of people don't have The Rock's machismo and his charisma. And, yeah, a lot of guys got buried due to Triple H and his big shovel. And, yeah, Jeff Hardy's a good example. But I think Jeff Hardy sabotaged himself a lot. You can't, you know, there's a lot of times Hardy got a push and then he would fall into his drug addiction and he would fuck it up, you know. But we all love Jeff Hardy, you know. From there, MVP widened the comparison between Triple H and Undertaker by arguing that helping build future stars should matter just as much as personal accomplishments. He acknowledged both men were major stars and huge draws, but said Undertaker's willingness to elevate others made him far more valuable overall. So Triple H, top guy, drew a lot of money, was a player. Undertaker, top guy, drew a lot of money, was a player. If Undertaker made, let's just say for the sake of our conversation, through the course of his career, 10 other guys, and the nose got 3 other guys over, that he elevated them in the big scheme of things, the big picture, who was more valuable for the company. Yeah, that's true, man. You get more bang out of your buck with Taker, you know, because Taker even made Kane, you know. Taker made Kane, Mankind, fucking so many fucking people, bro. Maven getting an elimination at the Royal Rumble made his career. That was the biggest upset ever in the Royal Rumble. And even Maven will tell you that changed his life. MVP then answered his own question and blamed ego for why some top wrestlers fail to properly elevate younger talent. It would be Undertaker. The guy was a top guy who knew how to get himself over and get other people over. That's the problem, because you have guys that have the ego where it's all about me. It's all about me. The latest comments continue MVP recent pattern of publicity criticizing WWE and Triple H. Back in late 2025, MVP's recent pattern of publicly criticizing WWE and Triple H. Back in late 2025, MVP also praised Tony Khan while describing WWE under Triple H as far more corporate and fear-driven compared to AEW's locker room environment. So MVP isn't just criticizing Triple H's leadership style anymore. He's now openly questioning Triple H's long-term value as a top star compared to legends like Taker, arguing that truly great wrestlers help create future stars instead of keeping the focus on themselves. What do you think about that, Chris?
Yeah, I think that is true though. Like with Triple H though, he's like bearing like talent though, whether it's like people back in the day or like new talent though, like currently though. So yeah.
I mean, like you would think he would make up for his sins and put over some new talent, but yeah, he just plays favorites. He's got Rhea Ripley as his favorite, Roman Reigns is one of his favorites, and those are the easy options to keep on top. But to keep the roster competitive, everybody's got to be a threat. You can't continuously have LA Knight taking these losses. You need to put LA Knight as a true guy who's not just the merch seller. It's not just the meme on the internet. Like, he needs to be larger than life. He needs a world title. And a lot of people who have world titles aren't larger than life. And I think that's like because they're not building them. They're not elevating the talent. You know, Triple H elevated Rhea Ripley. That's kind of easy when Rhea Ripley is a generational talent, right? Now it's like, how do you elevate the rest of the women's locker room? You need to elevate Chelsea Green. You need to elevate Io Sky, Kairi Sane. Rest in peace, Kairi Sane. Not that she's dead, but, you know, her contract's up. Rest in peace to that contract anyway. You know, like and that's just naming the women's division. Like in the men's division, like we said, they have Obafemi. Don't fuck that up. That's money. That's easy money on the table right there. Don't fuck that up. But then who's gonna take out Obafemi? Who's gonna be that Obafemi's kryptonite? Because the guy can't win everything. Then he's just, you know. Then he's just the guy looking out for himself. If you do it right, you could build multiple superstars in the next 10 years. You could have Braun Breaker built up as a real world heavyweight champion. You could have Obafemi in that mix as well. You could have Trick Williams in that mix. I know you guys love Trick Williams. You know, even Carmelo Hayes, like Ilya Dragunov, like these guys, they're not the most, you know, impressive physique, you know, and I'm not, you know, I'm not body shaming. Everybody in the WWE's got a better body than me. But what I'm saying is these aren't Hulk Hogan's. These aren't Andre the Giants where like they're a guaranteed win. Like just looking at them like, oh yeah, that guy's going to kick that guy's ass, you know. But you can still do something with these underdogs like a Daniel Bryan or Rey Mysterio. There's still room for that. There's still room for the casual, like, you know, everyday man in the ring, you know, like a Rowdy Piper. You know, like Piper wasn't the most impressive physique in the ring, but he was an ass kicker. You know, he had attitude. He had that fucking bull. I don't even know how to use, you know, he had guts. He had nuts. Moving on here.
Before we move on though, I gotta go though, so I'm sorry.
You're good, bro. You're good, bro. I'm glad somebody showed up, bro.
Yeah, sure. All right. Take care of yourself, Tom.
Yeah. Everybody follow Chris. Where can they follow you, man?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Y2CD1998. I do Spaces streams every Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Though when TWRP go live, though, go subscribe at Technical Work Rate Productions. Though they're really good guys over there. And also, you can find me on the Holy Soldiers podcast with the Paladin of the Light, and over here on the Irish Whips and Arm Drags podcast with Tommy.
Yes,
and
sir.
yeah. Anyways, take care, everybody.
Oh yeah, thank you, Chris.
All right, take care.
Well. It's just us.
I am no pervert.
Okay. I just wanted to play that. That button doesn't get enough love. That button needs some love. But yeah, we're gonna cover all these topics again when Brendan's back and when John's in here and all the other boys are here. But we covered most of them. A lot of them are just kind of the same thing with different titles, you know, like what Devon said about TKO, how much TKO is taking out of the piggy bank, you know, what MVP said about Triple H and TKO. Like it's all kind of in the same wrestling bubble. So I do want to mix it up here while I'm just, you know, doing a solo stream, because like I can't get, you know, 5 opinions about the same topic right now. So we're just gonna wing it a little bit. We're gonna see what I have to react to, you know, because we were talking about reaction content. I will admit it's an easy fucking layup thing to do. So let's check out JCW and what, you know, I got to catch up on JCW. So this is one thing you can't do with WWE. I do like that I can just watch this and they're not going to fucking hound me about copyright.
Caleb is not the world champion today, and it's only heightened tensions all around him.
EC3, welcome to JCW. Thank you very much, Jeeves. I need a definition clarified for me. MCL. What is MCL? MCL. It used to have one meaning, but since we've re-arrived, it now stands for that much Carter love. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Because ever since I've been here, Jeeves, family, you have treated me with the utmost respect, the kindness, the love that I deserve. And here's the problem with the industry, is that it's so performative. Everyone is seeking validation. They're seeking the 3-letter brand. They're seeking the contract. And Jeeves, where do you get those? Do you go to the corporate monolith, where for the low, low price of a kidney transplant, a year's supply of insulin, and a steak dinner at Applebee's, you get to sit with 80,000 of your friends to watch commercials, 4 matches, and celebrities dick dance. That's not fun. But then you have to look at the other options. Where do you go? All elite deficit disorder wrestling? Do you pop into the $1 billion man sandbox and do move after move after move after move? Do you spend your time, the time that you could waste, I don't know, reading Crime and Punishment twice for a show that has no emotion and is a circle jerk for Big Dave and the Reddit internet? No. Okay, no, that's not love. No,
Shots
that's not
fired.
love at all. Ethan, that ain't love. That ain't.
Shots fired. Holy shit, man. ECW just shit on AEW and WWE. Damn, bro. And this is a man who's worked all over the world and in both those companies he mentioned. All right, so if anyone knows what's happening behind the scenes, it's EC3. And I admit EC3 is not John Cena, he's not Chris Jericho, but he's well respected in the industry. And he can do all the hardest moves, you know? And you know, he's your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. Like EC3, the ones who know that EC3 is like that. He's really nice with it.
Shit. Or do you go to the NWA? No. Nobody's watching that, and that is a shot at leadership. That is not a shot at the tail end, considering I put half of it.
Oh, shots fired to the NWA too, bro. Russo's not holding back in this script, bro. Who gave EC3 the script? It was probably Russo, bro. Russo's taking shots at everybody, bro.
I'm there. So now, Jeeves, much Carter love. And what we have had, the whoop whoop, is something I feel in my bones, in my core, in my bone core. What I have noticed and what I have learned about this industry is that it took me to find the clowns and Vince Russo to find a tangible and real wrestling product. Let me say that again, because it is so absurd.
Word.
I had to find the clowns.
JC Dub, JC Dub, JC Dub, JC Dub, JC
I
Dub.
had to find the clowns and Vince Russo to find a very real wrestling product. But what I would like to say is about JCW. It's about the boys and the girls in the back. It's about the fans out here. I get more honesty. I get more dignity from people with their faces painted than we ever get in corporate wrestling between a middleman in an off-the-rack suit.
Talk
Whoop,
that
whoop.
shit.
Yes, that's right.
Whoop, whoop.
That is right.
Talk that shit, boy.
That's right, Jeeves. I feel like Dominic Toretto in Fast and the Furious. And it is my distinct honor to be a part of your family. Of the family!
Oh, wow. Okay, Jeeves.
Matt Davis, all of y'all. Woo!
Give Matt Davis a big hug.
Hold on. Can I try? You try. Woo! Woo! Wait. I've never once, I have not yet once stood. I have not sworn in a wrestling suit. Can I swear, Jeeves?
You can swear. You can swear. You can swear. We'll close the swear jar one night.
What the hell are they now? I just had it with the. Oh my god. Great.
no.
You're trying to sniff the damn urinal cakes now? Is there fucking any limit to what you're addicted to at this point? What the fuck is going on with these guys? Caleb, they are completely fucking addicted, and I can't control it. Listen, I need help. I went to Jay. I went to Violent Jay. I tried to get him to book, and these guys need some discipline. Yes, they do. They do. I need the addiction beaten out of them. Give me the commercial break. I'll see what I can do. Hey, give me this shit back.
This is
You two are gonna learn the hard way tonight.
Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I think something is happening.
Skip this shit. All right, let me mute this while I skip it. Jesus. I apologize to all the audio listeners. All right, here we go. Barnabas, and his zombie tag team here.
A much more distraught looking Barnabas than we're used to seeing.
Barnabas can't even get out his spiel here.
Play, cut the music. Listen, I don't really want to do this. But I don't know what else to do.
They've been in the stash again.
Everything that I've tried to break this fucking spell of addiction, it's all failed. Like, look at them. The Outbreak was one of the most dominant teams in JCW history. And now they've been reduced to nothing more than pill-popping, crack-smoking addict.
Yeah, one of them's not looking very zombie. One of them's looking kind of human. I don't know.
And the only thing that I can do to try to help is to have some sense beat into them. And unfortunately, your beloved Violent J refused to help me. So apparently I had to go to someone that has a little more stroke here tonight, because Caleb Conley has approved my request, because tonight, my precious abnormalities are going to have this fucking addiction beat on you, courtessy of future endeavors. Yeah, fucking referee out here. Future endeavors.
That would be the pairing of Matt Cross and Shane Mercer.
All right. Shane Mercer. What's his name? Cross? Matt Cross. Yeah, all right. What do they got to say? Check it out.
You had one simple request tonight. And I hope you know what you asked for, because your wish is granted.
Jackson Mabel have no idea what they're getting into. They've trusted Barnabas blindly. Every step of the way, Barnabas brought them to the absolute top of lunacy. But now a desperate purveyor of the peculiar has now sent his zombies out to slaughter.
I am not sure this is a recommended treatment for substance abuse disorder.
We've seen Mercer do the dirty work of so many men and women on the roster, most notably Kerry Morton. That was a Russo problem. We've seen Matt Cross sneak in from the crowd, even when he was unemployed, and target Caleb Conley. That was a Vince Russo problem. But with throwing around a few extra dollars and a new contract, Russo turned these men into his own.
Yeah, this is why I was shitting on reaction content. This is all it is. Whoa! Did you see that? Whoa! I will admit that was impressive though. But I want to get to the videos. I want to get to like the backstage stuff. Just for like time's sake. So Shane Mercer and Matt Cross win.
Are this dominant of a team and carrying out the bidding of a Caleb Conley or a Vince Russo? Standing by right now, our broadcast colleague Mac Davis.
Wait, I could be wrong. How did that end? Let's see the ending. Oh yeah.
Every time we see them, and unfortunately for
sure.
them.
All right, yeah, I saw that come in.
More JCW lunacy action is on the way, but right now, my guest at this time is none other than Violent J. Jay, we've got a great night of wrestling.
It's a great night, but what I want to know is who's Vince Russo to think he could not be here? Caleb, come here.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something, brother. I do not like how you booked the outbreak with Barnabas against the future endeavors.
Whoa, Joe, you're absolutely right. That's on me. There's a big mistake. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I promise.
For sure.
I don't know who you think you are, but listen to me. Don't let it happen again.
Promise you. One mistake. Sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. He wasn't very happy, was he?
He didn't look happy at all, but I don't blame him if you want to know the truth of the matter.
Caleb, I need you to make me special guest referee against Big Al and Danny Moe tonight.
You know, that actually sounds like a great idea. Go out there, special referee. Yes.
So Caleb Conley's got creative control now. Interesting. I guess I missed that. I'll have to ask Brendan or if anyone in the chat knows when did Caleb get creative control, because I remember Vince Russo was calling him the chosen one. But let's see.
Did you just do that? Oh yeah, it was fucking awesome.
All right. Skip this. Go buy that merch. Go buy that merch. Go buy that merch. Buy that merch. All right, Big Booty Ring Girl. Let's fucking go.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Well, not too long ago, these two actually had a pretty strong friendship, but that's
From
all.
the 4-1-2,
Danny Moe.
she is Dynamite Danny Moe.
A wedge has been driven between Danny Moe and Big Al. On the surface, it seems to center around J-Rod capturing the women's title at Stranglemania by pinning Danny Moe, who refused to tag in Big Al. But it's
All right. Big Al.
From Cleveland, Ohio, Big Al, Alice Crowley.
Here, mandating she be on the stage.
You got about 5 seconds to answer me. Why did you cost me my title? You know you didn't tag me on purpose. Give me my reason.
first time these two have been face to face since Stranglemania, and Big Al's not here to play. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa! That is your new JCW Women's Champion. It is J-Rod, and she's been the catalyst to so much of this
Your
attention.
special guest referee, your current reigning and defending JCW Women's Champion, J-Rod!
Now, this is an explosive situation, Joe. A lot of history between these three pro wrestlers, and one of them taking on the role of referee.
Well, it seems that J-Rod made some calls and got some decisions made in her favor as well. But
I've seen these two wrestle in Miami.
or foes, you can't take away.
They're really good. I'm just skipping through it just to catch up. Obviously, I'll drop the link if y'all want to check out the entire show. That's the link. Okay, so J-Rod's, I believe she's going to get involved here.
Oh, and there goes J-Rod. Uh-oh. Bad news for Danny here. Al still has the Nux on her hand, Joe.
Nobody's safe. Nobody's innocent.
Oh.
Look, Big Al's round. A cover. And Big Al, with the referee's hand, counts 3.
Here is your winner, Big Al.
All right. Moving on.
Very first time against the Brothers of Construction. But want to remind you to follow along with JCW Lunacy on your favorite social media records so you can coach of JC.
All right.
For Lunacy coming your way.
Joe, you want to see me?
Yeah, sit down.
Okay.
You know, Caleb, Vince Russo thinks a whole lot of you. Me? Not so much.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this. I don't like how you have been going into business for yourself with the Barnabas Outbreak match and also J-Rod's match.
Hold on. I'm just trying to help the show, Joe.
I call the shots. I own 50% of this company. Do you understand that? You know what?
You're right.
As half owner of JCW, I'm going to do you a favor, my man. I'm going to hook you up with a special challenge opponent for the next 4 weeks. And each one of them will be chosen by me, and each one of them will come from outside of JCW. Can I do that for you, brother? I'm in the ratings, aren't you?
That's how it's going to be? All right, Joe. I see how it is. I hope you have a great day.
Barnabas, get over here. But Mac, have you seen them? I just had Jackson Abel, and now I've lost them again. This is out of
I found them. They were siphoning gas out of my damn car. These guys got a serious problem. Every single look, they're siphoning gas out of a fan's car.
What the fuck is this? Jackson Abel, what are you doing? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why is this happening?
Oh my God.
I'm losing complete control of this. Mac, you gotta help me. Somebody has gotta help me, please.
I gotta know who it is supplying all this stuff to them in the first place.
You think I know? Listen, something is wrong. Something is horribly wrong. And I'll tell you what. Next week, the crackdown. Yeah. Oh my God, look back. All you have to say is crack and they lose their minds. Let me tell you something. Next week, whoever the hell you are providing with this bullshit, you're dead. You lousy, rotten son of a bitch. I'm gonna find you. I'll find you. I'm gonna end it. I'm losing my fucking mind.
Jeez. Hey man, don't kink shame, all right? This is zombie kink stuff, all right? You wouldn't get it, bro.
Construction. They're marked men. They better keep their eyes peeled, but they're set for tag team action just moments away against PCO and Stephen Flo. And we know Stephen Flo's ex-best friend, JCW World Champion, Cocaine, is in attendance. You gotta believe he'll be watching next.
The lunacy continues every Thursday.
All right. Oh yeah,
Score. Blood on the can. Back face.
All right. Some old school shit. Old school Too Tough Tony. Hold up, I'll watch this. I don't really like the music. Boom! I seen him do. He can still do that. He can still do that, bro. That's crazy. All right. Oh, here we are.
It's doing. J. Caleb Conley at each other's throats once again. Barnabas feels like he's out of options. And we're not even at our main event yet. Here we go. Time for the feature bout of the evening and a tandem I thought I'd never see.
The French Canadian Frankenstein, PCO!
It's impossible to overstate the damage this creature, this monstrosity is capable of. Every single person to associate with PCO has gone on to immediate success. And PCO's partner tonight has felt very lacking in success
What's his tag team partner?
for quite some time.
Stephen Flo. Being accompanied to the ring by the Ring Rats from the grunge capital of the world, weighing in at a ton of teenage hits, Stephen Flo.
Well, I think successfully scoring the Ring Rat, maybe you can do Master Guitar Hero on the East Front. It may not be the most impressive thing you can do, but it's growing of those with a problem with that, including.
Man, the Ring Rat has moved on from Disco Ray and I believe Caleb Connolly at one point. This show is run by a bunch of clowns. And this is the one instance where that is just a fact and not an insult. Welcome back, Wendy. Insane clowns in a posse, no less. You don't say. You don't say, eh? It's Kurt Cobain. Yeah, dude. He's literally the grunge wrestler, bro.
This announce table, but be that as it may, Stephen Flo, has he found some missing confidence, missing validation? Is this what Stephen Flo felt he lacked in his friendship with cocaine?
I think the Ring Rats certainly provide that validation in fleeting moments. Little doses of dopamine.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly seems more relieved.
The fun struck shit. What? Yeah. Yo. It's lit, bro. Yo, these guys are really cool in person too, man. They're like super fucking tall.
The center of
They're
the
really
attempted
tall
hit
in person.
by Big Vito and the rest of the Luciano family. But with them not in attendance, not in sight, we get to see a little bit of Ruffo and Yabo the way they were meant to, having fun, chopping up, and doing what they do best that made them the greatest tag team in KCW history.
Now, putting the green paint on is how these guys go to work. This is their job. This is not only their livelihood, but they clearly love being in the ring, being amongst the juggalos. And this is really quite a matchup. Like, what are we looking at?
Mark, I gotta ask you, we know Cocaine's in the building. We're just watching this matchup, and what's going through his mind? I don't really know how Cocaine processes emotion, or how he feels about betrayal, or a friend that abandoned him, but you know he's got to know what's happening.
God.
I would suspect that he does. And what's happening right now is that Yabo brought out a rubber chicken to start this match.
It's amazing to realize Stephen Flo, formerly one of the most.
All right, he's playing with his cock. Oh shit, it's Sweet Tooth. Wait, no, it's Pennywise. Wait, no, it's Joker. Wait, no, never mind. Yep, oh no, Stephen Flo's jerking the cock. Wait, instant replay on that.
Shrill super fan of his reacting.
Absolutely. He went from superstardom to, now he's got Yoko.
And now he's got a necktie right to the chest. Stephen Flo threw away that rubber chicken.
Oh,
and you don't mess with the other man's cock on the watch of Yabo and Ruffo. Stephen Flo.
Two big boots to the face.
That's what, about size 19s?
Beat Doink the Clown.
It's got to be. And it does seem that Ruffo fills them easily. As does Yabo with a big
Nice
drop
kick.
kick. Sends Stephen Flo reeling. Perfect creation one on the apron. Waiting for his turn, Jeff.
Do you think the PCO and the Ring Rat have had a conversation today?
I can't imagine being a fly on the wall.
I love these punches. Yeah.
Hard lefts. Oh,
There's more where that came from when it comes to striking.
Oh,
with
the
Brothers
Hulk
of
gloves.
Construction.
call it to the Hulk hands.
Oh,
And now PCO's interested in.
right.
Is that
Play a
gonna
current
be
pop
enough
song so we can Kurt
against the French
Cobain.
Canadian Frankenstein?
Somebody play Taylor
The
Swift.
Hulk hand is about the size of PCO's actual hands and about the same color as his face.
Yeah, tell a really bad joke to Weekend the Clowns.
Both brothers pounding down PCO now. It seems to barely.
Oh,
register.
yeah.
Yabo Roko looked like Oxen Smash out there. Clubbering on
Wow.
top of PCO.
Splash in the corner. Those turnbuckles, the only thing that are buttressing PCO at the moment.
Brothers firmly in control, and they have found a way to expose the tag team inexperience of Stephen Flo and PCO.
And then on the outside, I see the ring rat trying to revive Stephen Flo. Here he comes.
Yeah, they're chanting for her. Oh, they didn't blow up the balloons. Never mind.
There was still
Oh.
one balloon left. You miscounted the men, Stephen Flo.
That concussive impact. That'll pop your eardrum. That'll mess your equilibrium up. That'll take you out of commission.
Yeah. What? His ears start bleeding and he drops his knees when Taylor Swift comes on. Gotta sell it. Exactly, man. Exactly, man. See, these are the psychological warfare that a lot of people don't think about. You know.
And Stephen Flo, gonna tag him.
Stalking Ruffo now is
Oh.
Stephen Flo. What's he thinking?
Stephen Flo
Stomping.
seething in anger, still got something to prove. And the ring rat is still wearing a shirt. You don't have to get that excited. And
Oh,
a jumping elbow.
nice.
And him right with a whammy bar. There's a 2 count.
Oh no.
Of course, that is not going to be enough to keep Ruffo down. Looking at the size of either of the Brothers of Construction, I think, yeah, PCO could do some damage. Stephen Flo probably not going to get the pin there, but here.
Like PCO, he beat the whole Monsters Corporation single-handedly, pretty much. It's kind of crazy. I love that they do gimmicks like the 80s and 90s instead of a bunch of gymnasts of various ethnicities. Yeah, right. Yeah, dude. It's not polished. It's not manufactured. It's fucking underground, authentic wrestling with real people that are putting on a performance. Like, it's not Triple H's fucking pet project. You know what I mean?
Comes the French Canadian Frankenstein.
Series of rights.
Big clothesline.
Changes the tone.
DDT.
This match up entirely. How do you stop this man? How do you hurt this man? How do you weaken him? These are questions we wonder month after month. And we're not getting any further. Here in our main event this week on Lunacy.
Ruffo in a bad situation as PCO can do whatever he likes.
PCO using all that mass.
Oh, stacks him up.
Now here, ball. That's how you want 300 pounds. And Ruffo had to push up his body.
Well, Ruffo has some long, powerful legs, and there they are
Oh.
again, sending PCO flying.
The much
Exactly.
needed tag to Yabo. And we're back to raining blows down on PCO. And Yabo, that's
Oh.
to rejuvenate PCO.
PCO's gonna fuck them up.
But double team offense.
Oh, PCO comes crashing down hard.
The big boot, the flatliner. We've seen in some of
That
these
was
past videos, even flatlining won't stop PCO. Now, wait a minute. The brothers
Oh, nice.
didn't see Stephen Flo till it was too late, and a massive stage dive takes both down.
Nice.
Oh, wait a minute. Ring rat, this match is not over. Oh, what, you want the guitar used? Stephen Flo doesn't need that to win his matches. Stephen Flo going the cheap route.
That's a foreign object.
This man has changed, and all for the worse. Oh, wait a minute.
From
Oh,
behind,
cocaine.
his former best friend and tag team partner,
It's cocaine.
takes the guitar away.
It's a champion. It's cocaine. It's happened to him. He couldn't stand to watch it happen to someone else. Oh! Guitar to the top of the head. And it's time to pay some dues to the friend that abandoned him.
That's not allowed in the
finally.
ring, Gorilla. I can't do a great Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, Ring Rat, you better do something. Wait a minute.
Oh my God, it's Vito.
He's here.
Vito.
Oh, that's Big Vito. He's got a cactus
This match
stick.
has ended in a DQ.
Oh no.
Referee got out of there in a hurry. Bell continuing to go off, but that cake.
We're doing DQs in JCW now. They used to. I thought they didn't really do disqualifications. Oh hey, I know that. Yeah, we know this guy, friend of the show, Big Vito. He's just casually stomping out some clowns here.
Steelers, some of the brothers are behind, and he's running the hell out of them.
Oh, Yabo into the post.
Into the turnbuckle.
Oh, this retribution for the beatdown Vito suffers.
Oh,
For all the
Vito
ways the
beating
brothers
the shit out of a
have made his life living
Jugalo.
hell. Vito's incensed. Vito's pissed off in a way I've never seen before.
Oh my God. That's assault. That's assault and battery in most states.
Vito's sending a message.
Oh.
These men aren't safe.
Oh,
Their
absolutely
past
beating
will
off
go
his
away,
chest.
And Vito will collect one way or another.
Wow.
In violent, perhaps permanent fashion.
Man, Vito just beating his chest. Beating right off in his chest. Now he's beating his face.
A violent, remorseless.
Oh my God, Big Vito.
Oh, shit. And right in the face.
Ouch, bro.
This man's sadistic. The Luciano
Oh my God.
family with a violent and forceful message. We saw it before when Yaba was abducted. That was a warning sign, and it looks like the retaliation.
How many times are we gonna ring this fucking bell? It is toxic masculinity. Big Vito, I think you might be toxic, bro.
Has more than reached the next level.
What a merciless beatdown from Big Vito.
Ruffos is lifeless. Ruffo has no idea where he is, and he's completely at the mercy of Big Vito, who's dragging off Ruffo. Where are you taking him? What's Big Vito gonna do with Ruffo? Ruffo's in jeopardy. Ruffo's in danger. Somebody help him. Vito, what's wrong with you?
Do you and your crew get together to watch JCW Lunacy every Thursday night?
I do, actually. Put me in, coach. Put Irish Whips and Arm Drags. Oh, should we email them? Should be like, yo, we've been watching your shit for a minute, my guy. Who was the 10 bell salute for? Yeah, the 10 bell salute was for that was for Bill Goldberg. I don't know. He's not dead. Okay. Oh, he continues in the outside of the arena. Oh, he's putting him in the trunk.
Arrivederci, funny boy.
Arrivederci. Mamma mia. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Get out of here.
Oh, shit. They're going to bury him in the desert. They're going to bury him in the desert. Oh, and that's the cliffhanger. That was it. Oh, wow. That was everything. Shit. Damn, I want more. I want more. See, this is what pro wrestling should be. Pro wrestling should leave you wanting more, man. And I want more of this, bro. This was tight, man. Shout out JCW, man. Go watch them at Psychotic Records. I already dropped their link in the chat, man. Y'all got to check them out, man. I'm not really sure what I got planned today. I think I'm going to Fort Lauderdale. I think I'm going to Monkey's Emo Night. Yeah, Monkey's like a promoter of parties and a DJ, so want to definitely promote him and help support, you know. And they're huge, man. They really need my support, but definitely something to do, you know what I mean? Take advantage of things happening near me. I might go there. Not sure what else I could really do from here, you know what I mean? It was a solo stream for the most part, so I appreciate you guys watching. We're gonna end it here. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, man. And next time when the boys come back, we might do a show tomorrow. So this was really just to keep us in the algorithm, let you know I'm still alive. Yeah, man. Y'all be safe. Share this video with your grandma, your auntie, your uncle, and who gets the last word around here. And it ain't me. It's a fan favorite.
Subscribe to Irish Whips and Arm Drags.
And we out. Have a good one, Wendy, John, everyone in the chat.